Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. You're in the dog pound. Dogs and Poodles, it's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you
A
an idiot.
dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
Okay, BMX, this what they want. That family shit. Jersey. Hey yo, we family. Unbreakable balls, lyrical dawns. We the eye of the storm. Hey yo, we family. Unbreakable balls, lyrical dawns. We the eye of the storm. Hey yo, we family. Unbreakable bonds, lyrical dawns. We the eye of the storm. Hey yo, we family. Bonds that can't be broken. Watch it. Hey yo, we family. 3 times we heat rhymes, eye to eye, Jinx, X and I. A bond that will never die. Wise guys will split the pie. Big style, hypnotize. I'm back home, the shark in the town. Let the fin roam, my fam in the zone. See how we rock well.
You're in the dog. Pow! Dogs and poodles. It's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option. Idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you
A
an idiot.
dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews youtube.com. 2 live stews youtube.com.
Dogs and poodles, you're in the dog. And we gotta thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. It's your boys, Two Live Stews. He is Doug. I am Ryan. But together, we are the Two Live Stews experience. Great good morning to Mocha Bella down there in Florida. Why not 2403? Not sure where he is. Shouts out to I wish I wasn't Q. Good morning to you. And last but not least, man, and I know exactly what you're going to say, Doug. Damn, I got to call him. This morning's honorable mention and good morning goes to St. Louis Ron.
Now, we talked.
A Ron Lee.
We talked.
Good morning to all of you, and good morning to you too, Dougie Stew. How you feeling, sir?
I'm fantastic, man. How about you?
Absolutely Stew-tastic, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely Stew-tastic.
we had a great weekend and back at it.
Yeah,
on
man.
this
Literally,
Monday.
literally a great weekend, man. Here's a picture of Team Stewart down on Folly Beach, South Carolina.
So hold on. I feel like I need to say something right now. Pull it down for a second and
we're
put it
only,
back up.
we're only missing one. Kayla wasn't there yet. Only one that was missing out of the Team Stewart tribe. Go ahead. What do you say, man?
No, I want you to bring that back up, but I wanted to. I felt like it was.
Okay,
we
I'll pull it
need to
back
make.
up.
No, I didn't mean right then. I wanted to say something.
Okay. My bad.
So we're having some technical. I don't want to say issues, but we have some things that we have to work through. Some technical things we have to work through because Tree isn't here today.
Yes.
The producer isn't here today. So
I-
bear with us.
Even with the technical difficulties that we may experience, something tells me that today's show will be one of the best we've ever had in the history of the Two Live Stews experience.
All right, go ahead, man. Show the pictures, man. Show the pictures.
Family down in Folly Beach, man. Everybody except for Kayla. Family at mom's crib, grilling out all day on Saturday. Some family from New York, some family from North Carolina. Of course, the Georgia Stewarts as well as the South Carolina Stewarts. Before you and your family got there, we went to the International African American History Museum in South Carolina, which is absolutely amazing. If you go there, you definitely need to check it out if you go to South Carolina. And lastly, man, pictures of the weekend. One of my favorite pictures, man, in the history of pictures I think I've ever taken, man. Me and Doug dressed alike on the beach. I mean, it wasn't planned. We just took our shirts off, took our camouflage shorts off, and we had the same trunks on and shirts for the beach, man. Shouts out to you, man.
How does that happen?
And we're brothers. We're happy and we're funny and we're colored. Dun, 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 dun. Give me a high five.
I mean, we take off our shorts. We got the exact same swim trunks on.
Yep. We're brothers, man.
Did you even go into the water?
Yes, I went to the water a couple times, man, with Morgan. You know, Morgan stayed in the entire time, and we wouldn't let her go in by herself. So, you know, we took turns spending time with her in the beach, and everybody had their little rotation, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, great time with the family over the weekend, man. I absolutely love putting in time with the family, being with y'all, man. It was really, really good.
Dang, there's so many people. I don't want to try to. So if you look standing on the ground on the level that I'm on, to the far left with the glasses, with a white shirt with some black in it, and then the young lady, Uncle Donnie, has his arm around on the front row with the purple twins, Yana
Yes.
and Wana.
Yes.
from New York City.
Yes.
And I remember them when I was 5 or 6 years old. I remember when they graduated from high school. And good Lord, they're 65 years old each right now.
It's crazy, man. Crazy how
It's
fast
crazy.
it happens, man.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, man. This was the first reunion that we've had, which really wasn't a reunion. The reunion was canceled. However, this was the first time the family's gotten together since the last reunion, which was 2 years before COVID. So in essence, man, it's been about 8+ years or so since we've, gotten together as a family. So it was really good to see everybody.
Right. So there's like 6 or 7 people in that picture. There's like 6 or 7 people in that picture from New York and Jersey. And they had planned to come to the family reunion.
Right.
Family reunion got pushed back because we still kind of trying to recover and scheduling everything from, a couple of years being down with COVID. And it's like, we still coming down.
Yep. They already booked tickets and stuff. They had flights and they had rental cars and stuff. So they said, we still gonna come down there anyway. And I'm glad they did, man.
Freaky, we can't cope. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad they did, man.
So it was a great weekend. I didn't really do anything outside of, we bought a grill. Oh, no, we actually did a couple things. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience, and we're going to get to some stuff here in a second. Thank you for joining you, boys. We're brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel.
Yeah.
Listen, by the way, I can mention it real quick right now. If you're interested in owning your own travel agency, we can show you how with PlanNet and IntelliTravel. All you got to do is email me, all right, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and in the subject line, put travel. And what I'll do is I'll send you some information about the companies. And once again, book your own trips, your hotels, your cruises, et cetera, et cetera.
Rental cars.
So SME.
Flights.
.dougstewart@gmail.com. We are brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel. And just in the subject line, put I'm interested, and I'll shoot you back some information on the company and how you can get down with this great company.
You said you didn't do anything, man, but you did this. You got waxed, but you did this. The weather was bad because there was a tropical storm in the area. So we would typically go golfing. And when I go to South Carolina, I golf with the guy on the right. His name is Chad Brown. The guy on the far left is Chad Brown's younger brother, Kevin Brown. So the Browns and the Stewarts would typically golf on a golf course, but because the weather was bad, we went to the guy on the right, Chad Brown's simulator at this facility where he's got a membership, and that's where we golfed at while we were at the crib. Had a good time there too, man.
What'd you think about that whole experience? We didn't really talk about it too much afterwards.
Man, it wasn't my first time on a simulator, but I absolutely love it if I can't play. If it's too hot to play, if it's raining, and I can't play, it's a place to go get some swings.
Mm-hmm.
And I like getting swings. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It got some little bugs to work out, but it was, for the most part, and I loved how they showed you, how your club face comes off, connects to the ball and all that stuff.
The tracker shows you all of the analytics from your swing.
Mm-hmm.
Where your club face hits, how it's turned, how your club head speed. It shows you everything. So I had a membership in one of those places that helps teach you golf, and the analytics are very important to understand what and what not to do. So the numbers are huge, and these simulators show you every number that you could even think of and or conceive when it comes to your swing.
Yeah. Real technologically big stuff.
Yeah.
Right there in the big city of Moco. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
So we did that, but I didn't go out anywhere later in the evening because I was just tired as hell, man.
Yeah. Cat was literally getting into bed 8:30, 9 o'clock. Cat started talking about how tired he was around 8:30, and then out of nowhere, right around 9, he'd be like, "Okay, that's it for me. I'll see you guys tomorrow." And the cat would just go to bed.
Yeah, man. I was just drained, man. That sun. We sat out there on that beach for them hours. What was that, Friday? Yeah, that was Friday.
That was the 4th.
Sat out on that beach, man, and it's just draining. I can't do it like I used to, man. I just got to admit that.
Cat is literally an O-N.
Hey, man, trending, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, thank you for joining your boys. So we didn't do a show last Thursday. I dropped that on everybody kind of like the last minute. We dropped that on everybody kind of like the last minute.
No, it was a you call. And we know why. Everybody knows why. We talked about it in the chat. If you don't want to bring it up, we don't have to. But everybody knows why you canceled the show on Thursday.
Why did I cancel the show?
You lost another top 5 and couldn't take it. You lost another top 5 and couldn't take it.
So I got receipts where I cleared everything with you. You said yes. Go ahead. Probably the best. Tree wasn't available again. You agreed to it all. So bottom line, man, we missed a lot of stuff over the last 7 days. In particular, the big story that dropped, I think it was actually Thursday.
And before you say this, man, let me say something, man. I'm happy that I'm wrong with this. I'm no longer a fan. I'll probably never, ever support his music again. I'll definitely never go to one of those freak offs. But I'm happy that this thing has worked out the way that it's worked out.
What do you mean you'll never go to one of those freak offs?
Yeah. I'm not down with that dude no more, man.
You say that like you've been invited to some freak offs and you've
had a couple
freak offs.
I've had a couple of options. No, I've never been. And now after the fact, I'm glad I've never been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had a couple of opportunities to attend those types of situations, and I've never gone, and I never will.
So you're saying that you've been invited to a Puff Daddy freak off.
Puff didn't call me and say, "Yo, Stu, come to this freak off." No. But after Puffy parties, I've been invited to the after party before, and I've never gone.
And this was before you got married and everything.
Yeah, oh yeah, before.
So why'd you not go to the freak off parties?
Well, typically I would score at.
You remember Leon Phelps?
Yes, right.
The Leon Phelps of Sports Talk Radio.
That's my point.
Go ahead.
I was once the Leon Phelps of Sports Talk Radio, and whenever we would go hang out at places, I was the kind of guy, man, right around that 1 o'clock number, it's time for me to shut it down with a friend that I may have met at said establishment.
Right.
So people that would go to the after parties, which tended to be freak offs, I wouldn't be there because me and my company would go someplace else.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, everybody knows we're far we're behind as far as talking about this and reporting on this, I guess you could say.
Wow.
Count 1, racketeering, conspiracy, not guilty. Count 2, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, not guilty.
Wow.
Count 4, not guilty. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. And then the 2 charges dude got that was found guilty on was transportation to engage in prostitution and another count of transportation to engage in prostitution. Is the 2 charges that he got found guilty of, were those because he brought in one of the gigolos and they crossed state lines into New York?
Clearly, that's what it is.
It has to be, right?
And any questions that you may have or I may have will get answered in our third segment when Ollie does her Ollywood report. She will break it down and she'll know all the technical terms and she'll answer any questions that you may have.
And that's
sir,
you're right. You're right.
We're just mentioning it because we missed it. We'll get into the weeds with this thing when Ollie comes on in a couple of segments.
Yeah, so we'll definitely do that. But what's your thoughts? Everybody knows the biggest charges that was going to get him, maximum of life in prison. He beat all of them charges. What he's looking at right now is 2 years. If they give him the maximum and they don't give him credit for time served or anything like that, he's looking at 2 years, 12 months each for each of the cases that he was found guilty on. Going to jail forever, which was on the table, is off the table. It's off the table. What are your thoughts?
Again, man, I thought his ass was grass and he would never see the light of day again. And now I think that he will get time served and be released shortly after this upcoming week when they're going to decide when they're going to sentence him. Mm-hmm. So one of the things I'm wanting to find out from Arlie whenever she gets on is why he wasn't given bail if he beat those other 3 charges that were the major charges. I thought he should have received bail, but I think him not receiving bail is one of the reasons why he's ultimately going to do some time, because they were scared he was a flight risk and not wanting him to get away. So we'll see what happens, man. But I'm surprised. I didn't think he would beat it, man. I thought his ass was grass.
Well, I mean, obviously, and I saw several interviews with some of the jurors or some of the alternate jurors, and they were just saying that at the end of the day, man, them chicks decided that they wanted to be with him over and over and over again. And I mentioned this in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group, man. Them text messages literally saved his life.
More than likely, sir.
Now, I was, kind of intimating that good thing he didn't delete the text messages because, he would have been done. But a lot of people chimed in and says, nah, they could have pulled that off the.
They definitely could pull them up, but would they have wanted to pull them up? Yeah, I mean,
you're talking about the police, the authorities.
Yes, they may not have wanted to pull them up. They weren't going to pull up things to free him or clear his name. They were trying to submit things that was damning to his name.
Listen, the guy is and has shown and has been revealed that he's some type of real freak, lunatic. The beating of Cassie was just horrible, horrible, horrible. You never put your hands on a woman. I think, though, at the end of the day, the state wanted to humiliate him. And the bigger thing, they wanted to humble him.
Yes, they did. They did that.
They wanted to humble him because they overcharge. Everybody agrees they overcharged them. We were talking about this, a week into the trial. Like, where's this evidence of RICO? Where's this organized crime that they're talking about? And at the end of the day, we were saying it, and this is interesting that the jury were thinking the same things that everybody else in America was saying and talking about.
I used to use an app on my phone called Confide. I don't really use that much anymore. And when a lot of people use WhatsApp, so messages can't be retrieved and traced. Sir, about 15 years ago, I got into it with a buddy over some money. We were going back and forth, and I realized during that text chain where we were going back and forth, and I was trying to prove to him that he still owed me money, I realized I need to stop deleting messages. When I get a message, I need to keep it. Mm-hmm. Just leave it on the phone. You ain't got to delete, just leave it there. When it comes to this rap, so yeah, I know we out of sight. 15 years ago, I learned the messages that you get, especially pertaining to business, you probably should just leave on the phone. Mm-hmm. I'll say it again to reiterate what you said. Had Puffy not had those messages saved, he would have definitely been in a world of trouble, much more trouble than he is in now.
He would have been what they call ass out. So stick around. We got a lot coming on today for the show. We're going to get into our top 5 results from last week we didn't get to last Thursday. Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours, actually over the last week. And we're going to read a lot of chat messages. And Arlie, don't forget, is coming up with the entertainment in 2 segments. And she's going to dive deeper into this Puff Daddy thing and him. Can you imagine how relieved he is? I know he probably was thinking that he was going to walk out that day. Yeah. Based on everything that the talking heads were saying, but to know that you're not gonna grow old in there,
right? Yeah, you may do some time.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And it looks like he'll still have some cash too. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews on your Two Live Stews experience. The Knicks get a head coach, and the Lakers get a piece that ain't gonna make a bit of difference.
Well,
we'll talk about it next.
I disagree with you.
Of course you do. We'll talk about it next. Y'all keep it locked to your boys, Doug and Ryan Stewart, the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience.
That's a very debatable subject, man.
DeAndre 8. Boy,
are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Dexter and Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, y'all. We missed y'all last week, man. We missed you Thursday, but we're back today. Happy Monday and good morning to all of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Your Plan Net and Teletravel Two Live Stews experience. Thank y'all for being here.
Your sons, man, your boys, my nephews. And we had this conversation before, and I'm not going to get deep into it. Are you not alarmed by the amount of their telephone use, video watching, game playing? When we were coming back, somehow came up for one of the girls. She said, Daddy, if you had to put a percentage on it, what percentage would you say Miles is on his phone the whole past weekend, the last 3 days? I said, I don't know, 95%. Every time I saw him, he had the phone in his hand. He was looking at it. She was like, yes. I thought 98%.
More than 95.
More than 95.
It's a lot.
What are your thoughts on that, man? And I don't mean to. If it's a touchy subject.
No, it's not. It's the reality that we're living in. That's Miles on the left for those who may not know, and that's Mason on the right. Mason's headed to the 9th grade. Miles is headed to the 10th grade. It was a lot, man. However, I was more concerned about Mason being upstairs playing games while the whole family was downstairs eating and congregating and playing around.
Mm-hmm.
That troubled me more than anything. However, during the school year, they don't have access to it like that.
They don't.
No. Monday through Friday during the school year, the phones are only used for tracking devices for us.
Uh-huh.
But once they're out of school, because they can't use them at school, and once they come home, you know, they're on the chargers on the kitchen counter, and they don't have access to them. But this time of year, man, we definitely relax it and don't stress them about it. Y'all just go ahead.
So 95% of the time and 98% of the time, you're fine with that. You okay with it? Because you know there's more to the story.
I don't like it at all, man. I think it's way too much. However, it's what they want to do when they have their own time. You know, we were choosing to play sports. We were choosing to be with friends. We were choosing to dry hump girls. We were choosing to do things like that. And they choose to hold their phones. They play video games. They chat. They choose to hold their phones. And I get the technology of the Xbox and of them holding the phones. I get it. I don't like it, but hey, man, you know, they're all straight A students. The Miles' lowest grade is like a 96. If you want to hold your phone, go ahead and hold your phone.
Right.
He's done 2 college programs already the month of June. He did 3 weeks worth of college programs where he did exceptionally well. You want to hold your phone? Hold your phone.
You know I'm an O-N.
You're O-N. You're a straight O-N.
And when I think back, man, like what we would have been doing during that time, we would have been outside, you know, playing tackle football, tackle a man with the ball, basketball, riding a bike.
Hey man, mom has a friend that has 4-wheelers, go-karts, and all kind of stuff, and we can at any time request that one of those things be brought to the house, and they'll be there. They don't never ask for that stuff. We got plenty of woods down there where they can have 4-wheelers and be deep into the woods and riding around. They don't care to do that stuff.
Yeah.
They're different, man. They're different.
That's what's up. Your boy Mike Brown is the new head coach of your New York Knicks. As I mentioned when this story was first reported, this is his 4th head coaching job. I have one question. How? And don't forget, he was the coach of my Lakers. In the second year, I believe it was the second year as head coach of the Lakers, and I should have remembered these details all because he's been so many places. They fired his ass within the first week of the season. And the reason why they fired him is because he is, what's the word I'm looking for? He is just
Let me say something before you say what you're trying to find. He's won almost 70% of his games. I want to add that. He's a 69% winner of his tenure of being a coach at 4 different places. His last job was in Sacramento, where he was given an extension and a pay raise prior to last season, where he was fired right before the All-Star break after getting an extension. So he's almost won 70% of his games. I'm okay with the hire, but I am not a fan of it.
The word I was looking for was unmotivating.
I agree.
He is so unmotivating. Now,
I see him sitting on the sideline during situations of games where he's got this doo-doo man look on his face like this.
Right. That's how he always looks on the sideline. He's always got that look on his face. He's so unmotivating.
So I don't like the hire. I don't think it's a bad hire, especially when the job's been open for a month and everyone turns you down. It's not a bad hire to get a guy that's got a 69% winning percentage, but I don't like the hire at all because I see him doing this too often.
He's so in the NBA circles, they always talk about he's a good defensive coach. Not the greatest offensive coach. I remember when he was with the Lakers, he made a lot of questionable substitutions in the playoffs. He left a couple of he left guys on the bench too long. Like some of the players for the Lakers during the playoff run that they had the year before his last year, which his last year was only like 5 or 6 games. Like a lot of those guys were on the bench and they had DNPs. There were some players that had DNPs that got a ton of minutes throughout the year, but in the playoffs, he just wigs out and forgets what he's supposed to do.
He put that doo-doo face on and just don't say anything.
A lot of people were, man, Doug, you all pro-black and you ain't happen to see the brother get a job. God damn it, he ain't the only brother.
Right.
He ain't the only brother out there. This is about 57-11. This is exactly what I said online. This is about 57-11 black assistant coaches that ain't never got a job. This dude is on his 4th try. How is that possible?
I would have loved to see Sam Cassell get an opportunity to coach my Knicks.
Absolutely.
I would have loved to see Sam Cassell.
Why not? Why not Patrick Ewing?
I
know that's crazy because Patrick Ewing doesn't have any head coaching experience in the NBA. But if you're going to give guys jobs over and over and over again, Patrick Ewing was the head coach of the Georgetown Hoyas. He was an assistant for many years in the NBA. Give Patrick Ewing a damn shot. Why not?
Yeah. Yep.
And you think Mike Brown's going to do better than Tibbs?
Mike Brown's coaching record is better than Tibbs. Tibbs was pretty tough on his rotation, making his starting 5 play an excess amount of minutes.
Mhm.
And Mike Brown probably won't do that, but Mike Brown will probably take some of his starters out and forget that he took them out and not put them back in. I don't know, man. Again, I talked to a lot of New York people that are cool with the hire, New York Knicks fans that are cool with the hire.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't do much for me, man.
It ain't my problem to worry about.
But again,
it's gonna be funny to me when you don't really do anything at all, and he doesn't even surpass what Tibbs did over these last couple of years.
When you fire a coach that went to the playoffs or the postseason 4 consecutive times, his last 2 seasons he won 50+ games, and he was in the Eastern Conference Finals of his last year before y'all fire him. Yeah. When it takes a month to hire somebody and you bring in this guy as if you couldn't get anybody else, that doesn't rub my fancy too well.
And clearly he wasn't. I'm glad you said that. Clearly he wasn't their first choice.
No, man, they got turned
And
down
we
by everybody.
don't know how much the rumors are true, but they went through probably 6 or 7 different names, or 6 or 7 names were floated out there.
Yeah.
As in the Knicks reached out to them, but the organization they're presently head coaches right now. The organizations that they coach for weren't going to give them.
Billy Donovan.
Yes.
Ime Udoka from Houston.
Dawn Staley,
Allegedly, Dawn Staley.
Yeah,
That's still the Atlanta Hawks coach. So yeah, several people are like, nah, I'm cool. And I get it. You just fired a guy that had the success rate that he had, taking your team back to someplace they hadn't been in 25 years. Yeah, I'm not leaving my job to come to y'all either. No way.
Maurice Bird says Ewing had an atrocious record at Georgetown. Yeah, but maybe he just wasn't a good college coach. You know, maybe he didn't have good enough players. College is really about your recruiting. And can you get good players?
I think Doug's point with bringing up Ewing is that
anybody else other than Mike Brown.
Somebody that's had – this guy's getting his 5th opportunity when there's other guys that hadn't gotten one. I think that's what Doug is referring to.
Right, absolutely. His fourth time. His 4th time as a head coach. So I'm happy for him. And I jokingly said, man, this guy should give a class, a seminar on interviewing. Because evidently he knows exactly what to say, what to wear. Remember I told a story about how I interviewed all these people over a couple of years and nobody wore a suit and tie? I'm sure Mike Brown had a perfect suit and tie on, said all of the right things, man, because he's getting his 4th opportunity. Ball award to him on this ball and Buster Monday.
While we're talking about the NBA, so let's talk about the team that a lot of people have been questioning their offseason and their free agency period, the Los Angeles Lakers, sir. Let's talk about your team.
Yeah, so DeAndre Ayton comes on, is going to man the center spot for us. He's better than what we had, bottom line. And not only that, no, I'm serious. Not only that, he was the first pick in the draft. And our top 5 today kind of talks about, bust picks in the NBA draft.
Right.
This guy was the number 1 pick in the draft. And when he was at Phoenix, he played very well.
Stop. Yeah, he played so well that Phoenix let his ass go and is paying him $8 million to leave. That's how well he played. Real quick, man. You said it all. You said it all. Today's top 5 will be top 5 sports bust. And the reason why we're doing that is because of the
No, but he's not a bust. He's not a bust. They're going to give him like $8 million over 2 years. He's still got money coming from Portland. He's not a bust. He just needs to get his priorities in order. I think it's a great pick for the Lakers.
Okay.
We're going to see a lot of pick and roll for this guy. They said he's not a good pick and roll player. But, he's going to be around LeBron. He's going to be around some real ballers. He's going to be around, what's his name, Luka. And so they're going to get him in good positions. His pick and roll to the basket. He's going to be alley-oop city. I love the pickup by the Lakers. I loved it.
All right, give me a minute. Let me find something real quick.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. I
At
absolutely
9:29 p.m. on yesterday, you sent me this text. Top 5 sports buzz of all time, in parentheses, from either sport, baseball, basketball, or football. Parentheses.
No, you misunderstand. Period. You misunderstand.
No, I'm almost done. And after the last parentheses and period, you skip a line and it says, in honor of DeAndre Ayton going to the Lakers.
No.
So, top 5 bus, we always tell where we get it from or where it was derived from or why it came about. Your words, not mine. I got a receipt. In honor of DeAndre Ayton going to the Lakers.
No, hold on. A lot of people, just like you, think he's a bust. I don't think he's a bust.
Right.
No, yeah. DeAndre Ayton and the talk about him joining the Lakers, a lot of people feel like he's bust. That's your prerogative. I don't feel like he's a bust. I feel like he's a young guy that's probably going to play another 12, 13 years. He'll be fine. And the Lakers made a great move in signing him. I love the move.
There's a video showing him in a Phoenix Suns uniform on the defensive side of the court.
Yeah, I saw that video.
He's got 1 foot out of bounds and 1 foot on the court. And all the other bigs on the floor are battling for a rebound. The offense keeps getting the ball and keep putting the shot back up. And Ayton just stands there for every bit of 15 seconds, not jumping one time. You happy with that? Congratulations, sir.
It's very misleading.
No, it's not misleading.
The guy had a brain fart. The guy had a brain fart, and everybody is watching the show right now.
15 seconds?
Everybody watching the show right now knows the video you're talking about.
Yes, they do.
He had a brain fart, and y'all are making a mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah,
what I'm telling you is the guy is 7 foot something,
right.
Very athletic, was the first pick in the draft. He's got a lot of upside. And
then why wasn't he jumping for the rebound at 7 foot something for 15 seconds when the ball was put up 8 different times?
Do you know what the definition of a brain fart is? That's what he had. We've all had them.
7-footers
that
get paid to rebound the ball cannot not jump for a rebound for 15 seconds on the defensive side of the floor. They just can't do it, sir. Congratulations. I'm happy. You're happy about the guy that made us talk about bust today in our top 5.
What I'm trying to figure out, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience, I'm trying to figure out why you got your chest poked out. Y'all ain't won a championship since 72. And my team has 16.
Right.
The 16-time world it might be 17 now. 17-time world champion, just like Ric Flair.
It's not 72.
How you gonna talk to me?
It's not 72, it's 73. And thanks to y'all's move, I guarantee our opportunity to win our next title will happen before y'all's opportunity to win y'all's.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Up next, we got Hollywood coming in. She'll give us some birthdays, and she'll talk about old Puff Diddy and what he's dealing with. And she'll also talk to us about her trip. She had a real doozy of a trip the last couple of days. So we'll spend some time with Ollie and find out how she's doing. And she was gone all week last week.
She was gone all week. And Tree went to
Ollie was gone and missed. Tree's just gone.
I mean, I miss Tree, man. This is a hard job she has. Shouts out to you, Tree, if you're listening. Where's Tree? Yugoslavia?
You're probably going to have a top 5 that you wrote on paper today.
Where's Tree at? Czechoslovakia? Where's she at? Where'd she go? Czechoslovakia?
I hope she went someplace where the airlines delays her flight for the next month and a half before she can return. That's what I hope. Yeah, what'd you do? You got a piece of paper and a Sharpie and did your top 5 today?
That's so silly, man. That's so silly. Hey, don't go away. Two Live Stews. Don't go away.
You can't go have his top 5 in pencil. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and Poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
To be, to see, to feel, to live.
That's what's happening.
I put my heart in action. To run, to go, to get, to give.
You're what's happening.
That's where I find satisfaction, yeah.
Yeah.
To search, to find, to have, to hold.
Welcome back to the show. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, 2 Live Stews Experience. Thank you for joining your folks.
Hey.
Good morning, Hollywood. How are you,
Good morning,
girl?
Ollie.
Good morning. Oh my God.
We miss you, Ollie. We miss you.
I missed y'all. And y'all, I felt like y'all were cheating on me. I watched the show and I was in the chat Monday and nobody said, well, the people said, hey, Arlie, and responded. But y'all didn't say Arlie's in the chat or nothing. I was like, they just done got this new girl. Y'all cheated on me. I feel some type of way.
No way. We busy, man. It's hard for me to go back and look in the chat back and forth, especially today, like the day where I'm pushing all these buttons.
Yes,
but
but
no,
you-
I miss you, Ollie.
I missed y'all. Y'all
Me
look
too.
so bright.
too.
Well, one of y'all is real light and one of y'all is not. You got a new
Well,
light, Doug.
We're happy.
I got a
Doug,
new camera.
he's got a new camera that shows him without him being like
He
diluted.
looks all, like he looks all like he's illuminated.
He's still the ON that he is, though. He's still the
That
ON
is true. He is still called people. I think Loose Neck said in the chat that he called all the people. The 911 had to block him because he was calling them about the fireworks all weekend.
Hey, man, it was crazy when we left from when we were headed home after we ate dinner Saturday night. Was that Friday night? I think that was Friday night after the beach.
Friday night.
And they were shooting off them fireworks in Goose Creek. That was crazy.
It was.
I mean, it sounded like a freaking a battalion,
And they
a
and they
pirate
shot him.
squad. It was crazy.
And they shot him all night. Ollie, how was your trip?
It was awesome. Yes, I got stranded for 48 hours because the Paris what air traffic controllers decided to go on strike right when I was about to fly out, and they didn't tell me nothing. I'm in the airport, like I get an email says, "Yeah, you'll leave out on July 5th." No, because I'm in here on July the 2nd. How am I going on the 5th? Wait a minute. Y'all, that was the craziest thing. And me trying to translate French was easier, but that Italian is a mean language.
It is.
Mhm.
It is.
And let me just say this. If you think we got colonizers over here who don't listen like these men who
Uh-huh.
know everything, who jump in front of you in line, who do it, baby, over there, them French men,
They're rude.
woo, child. This man was trying to get a man's attention. A black dude was trying to get one of us was trying to get, well, he wasn't one of us. He was probably like of African descent, but he was trying to get the attention of this man walking through the little line and tell him, sorry, you can't go that way. That man was like,
What?
I was going, sir, he needs your attention, sir.
Nothing. Yeah.
His little European cut pants on, their pants be too tight to listen, I think.
Oh, so that's still going on big over there, huh?
Woo,
Oh,
child.
yeah.
The European cut is real. They have no room to sag their pants. They couldn't sag them if they, oh God.
Right.
But it was a great trip overall. I had a ball. Venice is absolutely beautiful. I realized as a Pisces, I need to live near water. I got to be about some water. I just got to be.
Yeah,
So it was
right.
great. I did it. I don't have to go back.
All right. Let's
But
get to
anyway.
your report. What you got for us today, Ollie?
I missed y'all so much, and we're gonna sing. Does the man in the light or the
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Thank you all.
you just ready.
I
So
got
y'all,
I got a performance next week that I may share with y'all. I'm still trying to decide.
please. Oh my goodness, because it's nothing like looking out into the crowd and seeing people you know. Unless you're hitting a wrong note, then you hate that they're there. I
Absolutely.
know that feeling very well. You're like, oh, they heard that. God
Right.
dog it.
Yeah. Doesn't happen to me too much though.
Oh, that's happened. I'm sorry. I think I'm going for something, and my voice was like, "No, we're not gonna go there. We're
Right.
not just gonna make it there. It's terrible." For birthdays today, we have actress, and I did not know this was her real name, Karen Molina White, aka Charmaine. Charmaine from the Cosby, that we all know her best from the Cosby
Oh
Show.
yeah.
Cosby
yeah,
Show,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, okay.
She
I had to think for a
is
second.
right. She is 60 today.
What?
Damn.
Yes.
Charmaine is 60?
Charmaine is 60, child.
Who got
I didn't never know her real.
ashes?
She's
Remember
only
they call
1 year
her
older than you,
Digihole.
Doug.
Huh?
She's only 1 year older than Doug.
That's right. Sure.
They call her a digit. Remember that was he got in trouble in school I think it was a different word when he called, and when she was on a different word, called her a digit hoe.
Uh-huh.
But she'll do anything for a digit.
Right.
She was
I
real
remember
smart. That
Yeah.
episode was so funny. So we started going around calling people that. Anyway, after
Yeah, okay. I know exactly who she is now. I just had to pull up a picture for a second. Okay.
well, she looks a little fluffier than she
Yeah.
did then,
Right.
but she is still Charmaine.
Right.
Actor Alan Payne is 57. We know him from New Jack City, Cosby Show, and House of Pain. And you remember they used to date. She was her boyfriend, Lance. He played Lance on the Cosby Show.
They share a birthday.
They share. I did not know that they shared a birthday.
That's
That's the
funny.
cutest thing. He's
That's
57.
funny.
Gospel powerhouse Tasha Cobbs Leonard, Break Them Chains. She is 44. Rapper Barry Adrian Reese, never know who that is. Cassidy, 43 today. I couldn't remember any Cassidy songs, but when I listened to him rap, and I know
Oh,
he
you
has
talking
a
about the rapper?
the rapper Cassidy from
Philly.
Philly.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, he's from Philly. Yeah.
43.
Cassidy could go back. The
could
songs
go.
that he had were very, very good. I can't remember them right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about to say, just name me one real quick without hitting Google.
I couldn't name one, but I remember him being very known for his lyrical prowess.
He's typing, looking for Google. Nope. Go ahead, Ollie. Continue. Go
Dude,
ahead.
let me tell you, even if you Google it, the song titles ain't gonna help. Because I was like, oh God, I need to listen to something.
Which
But
one is
when I
that?
heard his voice and saw him, I was like, I remember him. I just don't remember like, oh, that was a banger. But he had some. I know that because he had a top 10. He was on the song with R. Kelly, House. Party.
Okay.
Something.
Okay.
Anyway, singer-songwriter Seven Streeter, who we haven't heard much from. She was like blowing up for a minute. It's 39. And then I don't know if y'all remember Eric Jerome Dickey. His birthday would have been today, but he passed during COVID in 2021. I used to love his books. Everybody was reading Eric Jerome Dickey back in the day.
What kind
He
of
had all
books did
those-
he write? I'm not.
You wouldn't have read them. They were like they weren't romance novels, but they were like these really powerful black stories.
Like hood romances.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he wasn't considered romance, I don't think, just fiction. But they were
Okay.
so good. He had like a series of them, and then you fought like about these I think his were about these preachers, and then the stories kind of took off in different books. But so that's for the birthdays. Well, as you all said, I'm coming with my dose of Diddy for today. Diddy, bless his heart. He was out of 5 counts, 2 of them stuck. Unfortunately, those two carried 10-year sentences each. Doug, you asked, well, why wasn't he, since he was acquitted of the more serious charges, his racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking, the jury returned the verdict on the 3rd day of deliberations. The judge made them go back in. When they first came out, I was in Paris about to leave the next day. And I was like, oh my Lord, the jury is back. But the judge said, y'all go back. Y'all go think on it a little more. Because I'm not sure if they were trying to return he ain't guilty of nothing, or if it was, they were concerned that they were going to have a hung jury, which meant they would have to go back and try to retry all this stuff. And, once you find me not guilty of something, there's some double jeopardy laws. I'm not sure how they're going to apply to them going back to come after Diddy. I think that's what the judge was trying to remedy. Like, no, we don't want you to find him not guilty in a way that we can't go back and either retry. They won't have appeal problems. It's a whole bunch of little legal terminology that's in there. But since he was convicted of those 2 counts, we all thought, well, he's going to definitely get bail and he'll get to go home. He's been in custody for 10 months. Sentencing will not happen until October 3rd at 10 a.m. And he's going October. He's going to have to stay there until.
Wait.
They said that might get changed, though. That might be moved up.
Oh, no. Wait. I was reading that they were going to reconvene this week to establish when they would do the sentencing.
No, it's October, but they might change it. They might maybe they come back and they move it up a little bit, but that's where it's set for right now.
Why so long while he's still in jail?
Yeah, I guess they want to put him through something, man. They
Because
want to
sometimes,
think about it.
Sometimes you'll see somebody get out and they'll say their sentence might be 5 years, but they get time served taken off of it. So perhaps that's going to be a good thing for him. If they give him some time served, he would have been in there a year and a month by October. And so if they give him that year and a month time served and just say they give him 24 months, then he'll have to serve just a year or 12 months of that time. It's so many. They're really, the prosecution is asking for like, whatever 5 years like 5 to 7 years. The defense is pushing for 20 some odd months, which will be 2 years. And hopefully if he gets some time served, which he should, because he has appealed, he has asked, this was the 4th or 5th time that he is asked to be released. They're just fearful that he will be able to flee because he has means to do so. They said that the judge said that he has a propensity for violence and it is impossible for the defendant to prove that he is not a danger to the community. So we got to keep you in here. They say,
You think the judge thinks that he's going to, under this magnifying glass he's under right now, that he would try to start a fight or beat up a woman? Or that's not reason. That's not sensible.
I think they think that he'll have, and the people in prison got the same kind of reach they have if they got that kind of means, they get somebody to go do what they want. You just can't trust anybody. I think the judge is just concerned that he will, early on, they didn't want to give him bail and let him out because they felt like he was going to tamper with witnesses. There are no witnesses for him to tamper with, but he could probably get his lick back, if he out.
Get his lick
I don't
back. That's
know.
old school.
That's old school.
I don't think that anybody thinks he's going to jump on a plane and try to go hang out with Russell in Thailand.
They don't
Do
know.
they think
Why
he's a
wouldn't
flight?
he?
They think he's a flight risk right
They
now.
think he might.
Why
I mean,
would
they
he?
consider it, even though they take your passports and stuff when they're
So wait a
often.
minute. So I'm sorry. Let me jump in here.
Mhm.
He's at the most got a 2 years in prison. They
No,
probably go ahead.
at the most, he could get 20 years.
I
10
missed
for each
that.
count.
But they're probably not going to
No.
get him. He's probably not going to see that kind of time. But legally, the way the law is written, the judge can give him 10 years for each one of those counts. So since he has 2 counts of
Maybe what
prostitution-
I'm talking about is what they're saying is probably going to happen based on past cases and
Right.
past history. But you're probably right.
Well, I'm just saying the judge has the capacity to do that. It's like, I can do these 10 years. The likelihood is not there, but we don't know. The judge has the right to sentence.
Well-
What will happen next is that he'll have to, the Office of Probation and Pretrial Services will come and visit Diddy and do what's called a PSI, a pre-sentencing investigation. And they ask all these series of questions, just your background, where you go, how much money, all these things that for normal people is like, bless their heart, they can't go nowhere after this. Diddy's is going to be a lot different. Then the judge uses that document to help him make a decision.
Julius 35C says Bali, not Thailand. I get the two mixed up all the time also. Ollie, I want your expert opinion. You've got a law degree. What do you think is going to happen for Diddy at the end of the day with time served or not?
It's hard to say. This judge has been seems to be very fair across the board. He seems to be, and he seems to be trying to weigh the public's outcries and opinions, not give them so much weight. He is looking to follow the absolute law. So in that regard, I think he's going to give him less. I think he's going to not be lenient because, it's Diddy, we need to let him out. But I think based on, and people are saying that the judge got to see those same videos and he knows of evidence that wasn't even entered, or he knows that he sees everything. So that might also be a reason why the laymen like us think, Diddy should have been allowed out on bail. But the judge sees everything. So they've known him. He's known to be a fair judge. And I think he's going to be fair. Now, I don't know who could be pressuring him, but he's the judge that there's a story of how he did something and they wanted to take him out and pay for it. He was like, nope. And the bill was like ridiculous. And he still was like, nope, I'll take care of everything. Cause y'all not going to be able to come back and say, I bought you.
So he's not like the black dude that was on the Supreme Court.
No, he's not at all like
Clarence
Clarence Thomas.
Clarence Thomas, yeah.
Ollie, what's your
taking all
thoughts
kind
on
of stuff all over the place?
What's your thoughts on this? They said when the big verdicts that he could have got all the time from were read, dropped
that
on
was
his
in the
knees.
court. I thought that was at a freak off. My bad.
No, that's in court when he got down on his knees and thanked the Lord.
Man, why do you think that's who was the court artist painting pictures of the freak offs, man?
I don't know. The court
Look,
artist
man, I apologize. I just misunderstood. I thought this was a picture from a freak off.
Bless your heart. Bless him, Jesus, bless him. I think, Diddy has always professed. Remember, he went to change his name to Love, and then he was all in the spiritual world and all this stuff. See, what people, and I want to throw this back out there. I'm going to find the video so we can play it one day. Diddy did a whole thing one time. Remember, he started Vote or Die. And then
Yeah.
when we voted in a Democrat, I think that year, I think that might have been after what's our saxophone playing brother? Might have been
Bill
after
Clinton.
him,
Bill
Bill
Clinton.
Clinton.
Mhm.
So then we got one of the Georges back, and or we had the hanging chads. Maybe that's when it was in Florida when old boy beat what's his name that came after Bill Clinton. Anyway, Diddy was talking very clearly and responsibly and smart and intelligent about starting our own party. He said black people are not represented in either one of these parties. We need to start our own. So we have that. People right after George Floyd, where the world tried to come together and like, oh my God, we cannot deny that we are been people, they wanted to, use black business, they want to do all these things. Well, shortly after that, the man decided that they were coming for everybody. They wanted to remind us. It's almost like slavery when they used to take the person out. They got this hope and want to be. I know we're doing stuff right. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. But until y'all perk walk, Danny Masterson, who just got 30 years for raping 2 different women, and he is a famous actor. Y'all don't know the name. Until y'all perk walk, the Alexander brothers, because they're out here on some heinous crimes. Their stuff is horrible. Until y'all perp walk Harvey Weinstein, y'all can't keep doing this to brothers who are paralleling some of, and not even as bad as some of the crimes of these people right here.
Right.
This is a disturbing trend for me because I understand that we're doing dirt, yes, but let not my dirt. The Lord said, "Ain't no sin worse than the other." So why we not all just put them out of there? I didn't even know that man went to prison for 30 years for rape. Didn't even know what happened until I started researching people who are in trouble for sexual crimes. So Diddy, we talked 7 weeks of our life. Bill Cosby's, I think, was 2 weeks. They walked. Poor Bill couldn't even see. They had walked him so much. R. Kelly, all those people, while they are guilty, I am not saying they are not guilty of crimes, of the crimes they have been committed, that they say they have committed. I also say, where is the balance? Where the scales? The justice is not justicing.
Right. I thought Puff was going to get off when, and I think I mentioned this on the show. I thought he was going to get off, and we're talking about the big charges, when I realized who the jury was. There was no way 8 dudes, not one guy out of 8 dudes would say he had reasonable doubt about this, based on what the witnesses said, based on the fact that they Cassie and the Jane, they kept coming back. Like, it was no way 8 dudes, not one of them was going to say, yeah, he probably did some of these things he's saying, but I got doubt. I might only have 1 or 2% doubt, but I can't put this man in jail forever based on this testimony I'm hearing, when clearly he can prove that they were with it to whatever degree.
But they kept trying to remind, the prosecution kept telling them, but if at one moment that they said, but we all had that one moment where we done slept with somebody or thought about sleeping with somebody, dog, I don't probably do this. Oh, I'm here. Let me just go on and okay. I'm going to jail for that now. Like, I think the human
and remember this one thing too. Everything that they talked about was in his bedroom. Technically, it was in his bedroom. So,
well, I mean, not really his, but
it was in the privacy. He wasn't out on the street trying to sexolate somebody.
Right.
Basically, it was in his home, in his bedroom. You gonna start legislating with people and how freaky people are in their bedrooms? I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of freaky stuff going on in people's bedrooms.
They allege that he was holding people against their own will to stay, and there were guns and stuff involved. It's a bunch of stuff.
Clearly, the jury didn't believe that he held anybody against his will, because he would have been guilty of that.
But let me say this, as a female, and I know there have been times when men have inappropriately handled me, right? And I guess, Ryan, I get what you're saying. You're absolutely right. That should not be it. But it's the coming back for me. Like, I know if I came back once or twice, because I've been in an abusive relationship. Like, when you come back, you're like, okay, he gonna do it again. But at some point, something, because then it looks like I'm complicit in my own demise. And my other issue is, there are poor men out here doing this junk why y'all not concerned about the real sex traffickers out here? Y'all giving them 1 or 2 little days. Y'all coming after this man for a whole nother reason that I really think y'all are using the law, not y'all, but the government is using the law in the wrong way. There's some people like these those Alexander brothers, they're supposed to be trafficking across going from Tyler, all these places. There are men down the street right now. Signs up in the airport are not for Diddy or for other people who are. Why are we not? Y'all not cracking down on it because y'all not cracking down.
Outstanding job, Ollie.
Definitely more to the
Outstanding
story.
job.
Hey, Ollie, you gonna come back later and help us with the chat, right?
Yes, and we want to shout out to Mel B. She got her 3rd marriage under her belt. Woohoo! Spice Girl, Scary Spice. Mel B. got married. It's her 3rd one.
Yeah.
Statistics say those don't. The first and the second and third, just the numbers just start going.
Don't she got a kid for Eddie Murphy?
She does have a child with. That's the same one. She has a child with Eddie Murphy. Yep. She is married 2 other times.
Got her a man with a dress this time. Good for her.
Yeah, she got a kill.
Super sexy back in the Spice Girl days. Back in the day.
Go look at a picture of her. Just the other day, I saw a video of her jumping to somebody's little dance class to surprise them. They would listen to a Spice Girl song, and baby, that thing is fine. She got a badonka-donk on her.
All right, real quick, mention this.
Y'all get ready for the tour. The Boy Is Mine. Brandy and Monica, after 27 years from that song, they're going to do an actual tour. The media, the world kept them from, hanging out, made them have a beef. And they said they finally just started talking and realized that wasn't us, that was them. And now they got to do this tour. They have 24 dates, I think, so far. Kelly Rowland, Your Girl will pop in, Money Long, and the new guy, the guy out of Meridian, Mississippi, shout out to the SIP. He'll be on tour with them. Jamal, I think his name is.
That's dope.
Good job, Ollie.
I remember when we were talking about Brandy for some reason, maybe in the last 48 meme, you and Tree both agreed that Brandy is a phenomenal singer. I never really paid attention to her like that.
She can go.
That girl,
I went back and listened to a bunch of her music, and y'all are right. She can go.
She can go.
I don't have like a Brandy catalog where I'm like, oh my God, I love her like that. She's my favorite out of she and Monica. But Brandy has a song called Angel in Disguise. That song, I'm putting it in my repertoire when I do my show. When I'll invite all y'all to my birthday. One day I'm doing a birthday trip song of like songs I love.
You've been talking about this for 5 years, Ollie.
I know. One day I said one day, Ryan.
Outstanding job, Ollie. Appreciate it.
You know what? Hold me accountable. Hold me accountable.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Ollie.
Thank you,
See y'all in the chat.
Welcome back, Ollie. Thank you.
Yes.
Great Hollywood with the Hollywood Report. We appreciate it. Missed it last week.
How late are we? We 5 minutes late?
We're really late, man. But up next, we'll get into a top 5. We'll go over last week's top 5 that we would have done on Thursday, but Doug canceled the show because he lost that top 5. We'll cover that one
Are
today.
you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart. The makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Few technical difficulties as Doug tries to figure it out, but it's working. We're getting through it.
We got it.
Happy Monday, y'all. Good morning. We appreciate y'all for being here.
Yeah. Hey, shouts out to PlanNet and IntelliTravel. They bring you the Two Live Stews. I'm looking forward to this as well. And speaking of IntelliTravel, come and cruise with your boys. The big game. That's right. The Super Bowl. We're watching the Super Bowl on a cruise.
Several cousins say they're gonna make the trip, man. I'm very excited about that.
Oh yeah, I've seen the list. I've seen kind of like the spreadsheet, and we got a bunch of family members saying they're gonna come along. Email Arlie. All right, SME, you see in the bottom in that red little box, sme.arleywood@gmail.com, sme.arleywood@gmail.com. We actually still have a couple of rooms in our third block of rooms available. So if you want to do something different for the Super Bowl, listen until like the beginning of February. So you got time, but you want to get your spot. I mean, I think at some point They're going to sell not just our block rooms, but they'll sell all of the other block rooms. Going to be real cool. We're going to have our own space watching the Super Bowl 2026. So once again, email Arlie at sme.arleywood@gmail.com. And she'll connect with you, give you all the details, and come and cruise with the stews.
Hey man, go ahead and post last week's top 5. Let's get that out of the way first, because I'm totally running the top 5. So go ahead and post the last week's top 5. As a matter of fact, make it easy and just post mine. Right? Yes. Here's your winning list from last week's top 5, where I took right at 80% of the vote. Ready to Die was number 1, The Chronic number 2, Aquemini number 3, Reasonable Doubt number 4, and Paid in Full number 5. Really appreciate y'all supporting me and voting for your boy.
So we did top 5 hip hop albums of all
Yes.
times.
Yes.
Why did we even bring up that subject?
Because it was Music Month, African American Music Month, or something
that's
like that. Tree said,
Right.
yeah.
That's right.
But now that that's out of the way, Doug, please set up our next top 5, and then I'll let you know which order we're going to go in.
All right, so
Do what I ask.
the top
what I
5 are the top 5 bust.
Can you remove that old list? Thank you. Now do what I ask.
The top 5, and if you're new to the show, we do a top 5 competition based on something relevant in news or entertainment or something like that.
Yes.
And so all on the heels of everybody saying DeAndre Ayton's a bust, even though I don't agree with that.
Right.
We wanted to talk about our top 5 sports bust of all times. You got your list ready?
I've decided that today you will go first. So your list needs to be ready, not mine. Post your list, and then we'll get to mine.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience, and I got my list right here.
What you do in pencil today? No tree. I can't wait to see what your list looks like. Sometime today, man. I know what's going on here. Cat's trying to get it thrown out.
Here we go. Right here. This isn't right.
There's nothing you can do that's gonna make me post mine first.
I need you to go for yours right then. I need you to put yours up.
No, I will not.
I forgot to put mine in.
Well, hey, that sounds personal, man. But I'm not putting mine up until yours is up.
Well, that's going to take a second.
I know Tree's not here to doctor the list today. Hi, Arlie.
Hey,
I know Tree's not here to doctor the list today. You see the difficulty Doug's having on
I know. I see. The world needs to see this. I'm so excited because that D&T train, baby, that thing will roll you over. Oh, baby, they did it to me. See, if they not done it to me, I might have been on their side. But since they got me, I shan't.
And Arlie,
support it.
Everyone, since they saw Tree change Doug's list in real time, has voted for me to win because no one wants to vote for a cheater.
Well, no, I think you just had a better list. Let's remember that. Remember the words have power. You just had a better list.
My lists have been better, but again, no one wants to support a cheater.
No, they do not.
Well, none of what you're saying is true. It's all a lie. But I'm going to get mine up right now.
Once again,
we mentioned it. We mentioned it early, at the start of today's show.
Tree's doing his list right now.
No, I'm doing it. A little
because if it comes up really, really nice, Tree is doing that list. I don't care what nobody says.
It should be in pencil because I don't think she has access to it today.
I mean, they work wonders. You know how they do.
That's true.
They
post the damn list.
As Diddy and as what's the face you say with her and Diddy? What's the girl name? Young Miami. We go together real hard. They go together real hard.
It's coming. Keep talking.
I know. Well, we hope. I was surprised
we need y'all to stall.
She was talking stuff to JT, her partner, when they were the City Girls, and JT was about to get in that. Girl, but they look like they can fight. The way she talked real hard, like she could fight. I don't want to fight them.
Most people that make it seem like they can fight when they talk really can't fight.
Oh, you think
so?
I
mean, man, post your list, man. What is going on? Post your damn list.
Technical difficulties, man.
You got to pop them first. Get your first lick. That's what I heard. Because I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. But if you make me mad enough, I'm going to fight. And they say you got to swing first.
You got to pop them first.
Right? You got to pop them first. And then, duck. Because they come like they stunned for me. Like, this heifer hit me. But I feel like I'm gonna always go low, but then somebody gonna hit me in the back and knock me to the ground. Then it's another fight. But my legs are stronger than my arms, so if I can kick you.
Ollie,
it's
what are you
short-
talking about?
Oh, this is fight I'm having in my mind.
You post your list, man.
It's I got technical difficulties.
He don't
I
have no
gotta
list.
upload it again, man.
He don't have no list.
Yeah,
want you to
he
speak
ain't got, with no Tree, he
Speak
can't even
your
put a
list.
list up without Tree.
Speak your list.
Because for the record, Tree does everything for him when it comes to this portion of today's show.
She makes the list. She gives him the people
now that
that's
she's
on
not
it.
here, he can't produce the list.
The world is watching and waiting.
And this is why whenever we do get through this segment, y'all need to vote for your boy. Yeah,
If your list is
I
good.
think I got it now. I think I got it now.
If your list is good. If your list is
Oh,
good.
my list is great.
Okay.
I think I
I don't
got
even know
it.
what y'all talking about today. Boop, boop, boop. This is my puppet. My little puppet. You can see my hand now. Let me see. Oh, I want to go back to Verb. That's what's happening. We got people
we
in
didn't
the
even
chat.
talk
was-
about that video when Doug played that. Go ahead.
I
and
know,
talk about
that was
video.
awesome. I used to love, I bought the whole, I gotta find it, but I have the whole set of it. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and that.
And here we go. Thank you, Ollie, for filling. Thank you, Ollie, for filling. Top 5 sports bust of all time. Coming in at number 5, Achilles Smith, Oregon quarterback. One of the early brothers to get an opportunity in NFL. And oh my gosh, we wanted the guy to do great so much, but he sucked. He absolutely sucked. The Bengals drafted him. I think he may have played on that team, that squad, for maybe 2 years or so, but he was horrible. Coming in at number 4, Ryan Leaf with a capital L. Ryan Leaf, San Diego Chargers. You remember they were going back and forth between him and Peyton Manning? You remember that?
I do remember that.
And the Indianapolis Colts ultimately, at the very, very end, settled on Ryan Leaf. I think they actually traded picks. But anyway, Ryan Leaf for the San Diego Chargers was horrible. Coming in at number 3, this guy was terrible.
Why would you have one at the top of your list if we're doing a top 5? Shouldn't it be in descending order?
Coming in at number 3, Adam Morrison. I still don't understand why anybody thought Adam Morrison was going to be that guy. He was actually the 3rd pick in the draft the year that he came out. Listen to some of the other names or some of the other names that came out, played way better and had much longer careers than Adam Morrison in the NBA.
The past couple of weeks, I've been giving you props, man, but I can't do that today because this list sucks.
And number 3, coming in at number 2, Jamarcus Russell, quarterback for the Oakland Raiders at the time. Big disappointment. Number 1, they say the guy didn't do any studying. He wasn't prepared at all.
Crabs in a
Just
bucket.
big and slow for everything.
Black on black crime. I hate when people do that.
And coming in at number 1, this guy that you see on the picture right here. I really, honestly, I do not remember ever watching Darko Milicic play a basketball game. He was the number 1 pick by the Detroit Pistons, and he absolutely sucked. You know who else came in that draft?
Who?
You know who else was drafted that year?
Who?
After Darko Milicic?
Who?
Carmelo Anthony was drafted after them, and Flash, Dwayne Wade. So there goes my top 5 sports bust of all time. Sorry about the delay. Number 5, Achilles Smith. Number 4, Ryan Leaf. Number 3, Adam Morrison. Number 2, Jamarcus Russell. And number 1, Darko Milicic.
Darko Milicic actually had a little bit of time when he was in Denver where he actually played pretty good. Wasn't he in Atlanta for a little while also?
I don't remember. He
You
sucked.
remember?
He was
Okay,
the worst
all right.
pick ever
All right.
in the NBA.
That's Doug's list. Now that his list is up
Ollie.
and
Thank you, Ollie.
gone, we'll jump into my list. My top 5 list goes as follows. Top 5 sports busts of all time. At number 5, Josh Rosen. Yeah, that's right. The Josh Rosen. Arizona Cardinals took him in 2018. He played with like 8 different teams. Absolutely disgusting. Played college football for UCLA. Received several honors, and he was pushed up to be all this hype that he was not. At number 4, the great Tony Maravich. You remember him, Doug?
And that's not even his name. His name is Todd Marinovich, not Tony Mandrich.
Well, it's Tony Mandrich. That's his real name.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
I
Let me do
apologize.
my goddamn list. You do yours. Your terrible list. Anyway, Green Bay drafted him really early.
I need to apologize. I thought you were talking about the USC quarterback.
I don't care what you thought. Shut your
Todd-
mouth and let me do my. Shut up.
Todd Marinovich.
Hush up. Let me do my list. I know what my list says. Green Bay took him early, played for Green Bay and the Colts, gave him several years, and he was just straight doo-doo. Number 3, Seattle Seahawks, Brian Bosworth.
That's a problem right there. Brian Bosworth
Linebacker,
never sucked.
real
He,
quick.
he just
Yeah.
wasn't as good as people thought. He was not a bust.
They called him the Boz. Brash, controversial linebacker for the Seahawks in the 80s. Today, he's no more for his ego than his on-field performance because he sucked. Never made any plays.
Brian
couldn't do
Bosworth
anything.
didn't suck. You lose with that one right there.
Right.
He just
Shut
wasn't
up.
as good as we
Shut
thought he was
up.
gonna be.
Shut up. Number 2, Johnny Manziel. This dude got so much hype, won a Heisman. And when I tell you he got to the league, 22nd pick overall by the Browns, played for the Browns, the Hamilton Tiger Cats, the Montreal Alouettes, the Memphis Express, and the Zappers. Yeah, he played more football out of the country in leagues that we don't know about than he did in. And at number 1, he's the biggest bust of them all. No black-on-black crime in my list. Ryan Leaf played with the Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Dallas Cowboys, Seattle Seahawks, drafted behind Peyton Manning, and he had some injuries, but he couldn't get it together between his head. That's why he was terrible, and that's why he sucked. And that ends my list. Josh Rosen, Tony Mandrich, who Doug doesn't even know his name, Brian Bosworth, one of the worst high picks ever in the history of linebackers, Johnny Manziel as a quarterback, and I'll finish that list with Ryan Leaf from the Chargers. That's my top 5. I'm asking y'all to vote for them. And then if you vote for my list, no black-on-black crime.
I need y'all to vote for my list. And Courtney Williams is exactly right. Lost me with Josh Rosen.
Right.
I don't even know who that is. I didn't know who that is either. I don't know who
You
that
don't
is.
have to. Yeah. I played professional sports. I know these guys.
Yeah, but the people that are voting are the one making
Right.
the decision. If they don't know who Josh Rosen is in the
Right.
first place, that can't be good for your list.
Well, I just see it hard that you put a couple of brothers on your list for the brothers to vote for the brothers. All these folk right here that suck in sports, you want to highlight brothers?
know
not
what?
on my list today.
I thought about that, but Jamarcus Russell just sucked so bad. I was compelled to put him at number 1.
As a Raider fan,
And he was embarrassing us. That's
as a
why I put
Raider
his ass at number 1.
as a Raider fan, it was more the Raiders than it was Jamarcus Russell.
Okay, all right. We'll see what the people got to say about it. You're watching the Two Live Stews experience. We'll see what the people got to say about it.
All right. We should. Oh, we need to be. We're already over our time, huh? Hey, up next, man, we're gonna do a last 48. We've got a great last 48 for y'all today. You are really going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You're really going to enjoy it.
Are we behind time? Once
I'm
again,
not-
if you're watching the show for the first time, we got some technical difficulties, some technical things going on because our producer isn't here today. She normally does all of this stuff.
Well, for the record, without her, we're having one of the best shows we've ever had. Absolutely amazing today, how it's going down. Yeah, that segment, the last segment is at 8:18, so we're 2 minutes over.
Why would you say something like that and you know Tree is listening? I don't even know what time it is, wherever she's at in Egypt or Cairo, but you know she's watching this right now. Why would you say something like that? Tree, ignore him. I appreciate you. You appreciate it here, Tree.
It took you 15 minutes to post your list. That's how much you appreciate her, because she does your work for you. Shouts out to Tree. I hope she's someplace
she
where
did our work for both of us. She always used to post both of our lists.
No, she does not produce for Ryan Stewart. She produces for Doug Stewart. She does nothing for me. I don't even ask her to do anything anymore. She just ignores me.
All right, when we get back from the break, last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group.
She produces everything from your perspective.
Hey, do us a favor and hit the share button. That's big. Do us a favor, hit the share button. Share the show. That's big. And
Both my top 5.
Also, if you'd like to donate to the show, help us keep some lights on, maybe pay for an assistant producer.
Please.
Maybe pay for an assistant producer when Tree's not available or she's not here. That would be great too as well. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol. Click on that dollar symbol and donate $1, $5, $5,000. We would appreciate it. And then if you're watching the replay, all right, which you can watch the replay of this show after it's done. Same thing. Look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a heart symbol. Click on the heart symbol and donate
For the
there
record,
as well.
For the record, you're doing an outstanding job today, sir. The list sucked, but when it comes to pushing the buttons and doing all the graphics and stuff, you're doing a great job today. Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stern, Ron Stern, to make up those stews, and that was our 2-minute trespass, shouty.
Sir, did you know that we right around the corner from football?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I mean,
very excited about it.
the dog days of summer have been just that, the dog days of summer. And what that is basically that's a term. I don't even know where the term came from or how it was derived. But when they say dog days of summer, that means that they reaching for something to talk about.
Right.
Not a lot going on in the world of sports.
I mentioned this last week on In the Huddle with Joe Ham, how when we got to the radio station, we kept hearing about how tough shows would be during the summer because of the dog days of summer and it just being baseball, and how you and I was like, nah, we'll have plenty to talk about, no problem.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all in there dreading shows during the summer, dreading doing shows, looking for material, and we got a whole roster full of stuff every single day.
So we're going to get to the last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. But two things. ESPN's doing this thing, this Dog Days of Summer feature, where they're talking about the top athletes from each state.
Yes.
You seen that, right? And so they go to New Mexico, and I think it was what's the Bears safety? The Bears safety Hall of Fame. Urlacher, Brian Urlacher.
He's not a safety, he's a linebacker. He plays safety in college, but he's a linebacker. It's linebacker in the NFL.
He plays safety at New Mexico, but he played linebacker for the Bears for all of those years. Phenomenal player. So they talk about him.
Are they only doing the top player?
I think some states got like New York, they had like 5 different people.
Okay. Well, then when they get to South Carolina, I might make it.
Yeah. New Mexico, there's not a lot of great athletes that come out of New Mexico.
Hold on real quick. When they get to South Carolina, I might make it.
Yeah, you might make it, man.
Okay.
You might make it.
But you ran past that like I didn't stand a chance to make it.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
What? So, how are they choosing? Is it by NFL career or just for the state?
Just what they did in the pros.
Okay.
If they got to be from the state and what they did in the pros. Yeah.
I probably won't make the list then. It's okay. It's all right. We got some other South Carolinians that had better pro careers than I did. It's okay.
That's kind of big of you, man.
No, I'm gonna keep it real.
Off the top of my head, players coming from South Carolina that might make the South Carolina list. They may have already done the South Carolina list. Xavier McDaniel, Alex English,
Harold Green.
Nah, Harold Green wouldn't be. George Frazier, not George Frazier.
George Rogers.
Oh, George Rogers.
George Rogers.
Running back for the South Carolina Gamecocks, Heisman Trophy winner. Joe Frazier. Boxer. Joe Frazier's from Beaufort.
The great Joe Frazier?
The great Joe Frazier from Beaufort.
I forgot about the great Joe Frazier. That's good. That's a good one.
So Joe Frazier, Alex English, Xavier McDaniel. You just
AJ Green. Fly tie in the chat said AJ Green.
AJ Green, wide receiver for the Bengals for a long time.
Will he be a Hall of Famer, you think?
I don't think so. I don't hear enough buzz around him to think he's a Hall of Fame, but he was a phenomenal. And listen, what AJ Green was doing in the NFL with those one-handed catches and everything, he was doing in high school at the high school, our rival high school, Somerville High School, right around the corner from us.
Phenomenal player.
From Moco.
Phenomenal player. Ooh, the great Jermaine O'Neal just went to South Carolina Hall of Fame last year. The great Jermaine O'Neal.
Yeah, Jermaine O'Neal.
Debo Samuels.
Harry Carson.
Harry
Carson, linebacker for the Giants. South
Debo
Carolina
Samuels.
State alumni.
We got a bunch of names, but yeah, my name won't make it. But yeah, we got a bunch of good names.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about this top not the
Last
top
48.
The last 48, if I can find it.
We got Ollie coming in next with the chat. We're a little off today when it comes to our timing, but it's okay.
Yeah. So I thought we had a graphic for last 48. I don't see it though.
We do, don't we?
Yeah, here we go. Here we go right here.
there.
Here we go right there, Sean. Here we go right there.
That's
The
it.
last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. And
Yes.
let's roll them out. Let's roll them
All
out.
Proud of you, man. You did an outstanding job. I'm proud of you.
Let's roll them out.
Brothers, we're happy and we love each other and we're colored.
Get it kicked off like this. I could have swore I got the sizing thing right, but evidently I didn't on all of them.
It looks fine, man.
The amount of crazy in that room is insane. So they got to do a movie on this. Whatever they had to been doing a movie. You got Dennis Rodman,
1,
Ron Artest,
2.
What's dude name? Boxer. Oh, somebody will put it in the chat.
That's
I draw a blank anyway. Mike Tyson. Oh,
No.
Zab Judah. That's Zab.
Zab.
Judah.
That's Zab.
Judah.
That's Zab.
Zab Judah.
That's Zab.
Zab Judah.
Zab's probably the least craziest in there, but he's crazy. And Tyson also. If who has the highest amount of crazy in this list?
God, it's definitely between Tyson and Rodman.
It's got to be the Worm.
It's got to be the Worm. Look
It's
at the
gotta be
Worm.
the Worm.
Look at the Worm, man.
It's got to be the Worm.
How many hours did he have to sit to get all them damn tattoos?
I think his whole body's covered with tattoos, man. Yep.
And I mean, in black people, we really don't tattoo that well to do all of that.
No, especially the darker you are. But no, he's light enough to be able to see his tattoos, and I think his entire body is covered in tattoos, man.
So what's the story behind this picture, you think? You're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Um,
Because, I mean, I haven't seen like anybody talk about this picture or what they were doing in this picture. And maybe somebody, once again, can post it in the chat what this was all about.
I bet it was some kind of documentary that will be coming out here eventually at some point in time where all of them got together to have some fun for a little while. I bet that's what it is.
Ron Artest was crazy, but he had that control crazy when Big Ben gave him that muscle push to the chest.
Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace, he really didn't want any. He didn't want none, man.
So he just started acting crazy as a deflection.
Right. He threw you off the trail by acting crazy, but he really wasn't that crazy.
Yeah. There's a documentary that'll come out eventually about this because they were together for a reason. We just don't know what it is yet.
Right. All right, so let's play the next one. Let's go to the next one. I just mentioned, sir, the season is right around the corner. The NFL season is right around the corner. Fox Sports, this is their best quarterbacks heading into the 2025 season.
I got some problems with this list.
What's your thoughts? That's what I was going to ask. Like the order of this list, what do you think?
The order is off. I don't believe Josh will be before Patrick Mahomes. I don't believe Josh is before Lamar. Joe Burrow could be a little bit higher. Jaden Daniels should be much higher than 9. Dak Prescott shouldn't be on the list. And Jalen Hurts probably can get dropped down a little bit.
Jaden Daniels should be ahead of Justin Herbert. He should be ahead of number 7, Baker Mayfield, and he should be ahead of Jared Goff after 1 year. He absolutely should be ahead of those guys. He should be no later than number 6.
Jared Goff is a pretty good quarterback, man.
Man, Jared Goff has bounced around a couple of different teams. What Jaden Daniels showed me last year says that he has more skills
I agree.
than Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff is, I mean, I don't know about him being ahead of Jared Goff, but he should definitely be high on this list. He should definitely be higher than Hebert, definitely higher than Baker.
That's what I said. So you agree with me?
Maybe even Jalen Hurts as well.
Well, Jalen Hurts got the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but again, a Super Bowl that the team was carried on the legs of a running back. Yeah, I'm not hating on Jalen Hurts.
It
but
sounds
I'm
like
just
you
saying,
kind of hating on him
if I'm picking a quarterback, I'm taking Jaden Daniels before I take Hurts.
before you take Hurts.
No question. No question.
I think I might agree with you, and I hate
No
I
question.
hate that fact. I think I might agree.
I
with you.
love the Bros, and Jalen's an amazing quarterback, and he's a Super Bowl winner. It means everything. But if I have to pick one or the other, I want that Daniels kid.
I wonder what the listeners got to say about that.
They'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. We're gonna read a bunch of chat after we're done with this segment with Arlie. So stay tuned. And you're watching the Two Live Stews. All right, and let's go to this one right here. Top 5 violent dunkers of all times.
For those who won't remember the Supersonics in that number 40, that's the great Sean Kemp.
Are these action figures?
It looks like action figures, yes. You thought it was real people?
I mean, I just looked at it. I'm like,
Yeah, those are action figures, sir.
and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. So the 5 most violent dunkers of all times. I can't think of anybody else that I'd take out. I can't think of any one of these guys I would take out to put somebody else in.
I can.
Who you got? Who you taking out? First of all, who you putting in?
I would take out Russell Westbrook and put in Darryl Dawkins. 5 slammer jammer. That's it. That's it, though. That's it.
Well, Darryl Dawkins wasn't 5 slammer jammer. They called him Dr.
Duncanstein.
Did they call him
Sorry.
Dr. Duncanstein?
Sorry. Yeah. But I'm putting him on the list. Dawkins. And the only reason why I'm taking out Westbrook is because
No, they didn't call him Dr. Duncanstein. They call him Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate
They call him
Thunder.
Chocolate
There
Thunder.
you
But,
go. You're right.
but he's the one that everybody thinks about. The first one, I think, that broke a backboard.
And a lot of people are going to say Vince Carter. Vince was a great dunker, but he didn't have a lot of velocity and
Violence.
and
That's what it
violence
says.
on his dunk.
Yeah. So you got Sean Kemp, LeBron, Russell Westbrook,
the great Dominique,
and Shaq. And Shaq broke a couple of backboards in his day. Dominique had the legendary back and forth with Jordan in the dunk competition. Kemp's
broken a couple of backboards too. Sean Kemp.
I disagree with you, man. I'm not taking off Russell Westbrook, man.
Man, please.
I'm not taking off Russell Westbrook.
Your hate for LeBron will make you want to take him off, but no. LeBron's
If I had to take somebody off, I think I would take LeBron off and put Darryl Dawkins. I think I would put Darryl Dawkins.
You hate LeBron, of course.
That's not true. And then Sean Kemp, absolutely he stays. That's a great list.
Somebody from the chat said Alonzo Mourning could be on that list. That would be a good one. I won't argue with that. I won't argue with that. Zoe.
I don't know if I could put him ahead of any of those guys in that list that they just had, though.
Okay.
All right, and we got 2 more. And
You're doing great. I'm proud of you. You're doing great today.
Well, actually, this is the last one right here, and then we're gonna read some chat. This is one of those classics. If you had to get rid of one, which one will it be? This guy David McKay from Real Hip Hop Nation says he is taking out Biggie.
No way.
You a goddamn lie. You taking out Biggie.
Goddamn lie.
I'm not taking out there ready to die for nothing.
No.
That was a vibe.
That was a vibe.
Who you taking out? This is this might be one of the hardest ones, one of these that we've ever done, because Wu-Tang Forever.
I'm gonna remove.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna remove the 36 chamber, sir. Wu-Tang's got to go.
So it wasn't hard for you. So
it hurt. No. It's extremely difficult. Don't make it seem like I'm doing it with ease.
And you know what? I just realized, and this isn't even Illmatic. This is Stillmatic.
Stillmatic. Both still.
I got to remember which songs were on there, but most people talk about Illmatic. I'm not taking out Outkast. I'm not taking out Ready to Die. I love that Wu-Tang Forever, man.
Stillmatic. Ether. Smoking, You're the Man, Rewind, One Mic. Let me see, this is One Mic. Doom, doom.
Oh, the One Mic was classic. Yeah,
Yep, yep.
I love that.
Destroy and Rebuild. Yeah, a couple of good songs. Every Ghetto was on that song also.
Uh-huh.
What Goes Around's another one. Yeah, good album.
I think I'm taking off the I think I'm taking off Nas. I think I'm keeping the Wu-Tang forever.
Wu's kind of hard to follow. They do a lot. So I would say Wu. But
So
yeah,
you
Biggie ain't
changed.
going nowhere.
Right.
I didn't change. I said Wu from the start. Remember, I said Wu
Oh.
from the start.
You said you're taking out Wu from the start.
I'm taking out Wu.
Okay,
I
think
would.
I'm- I think I'm
But
taking out
that's a
Nas.
very tough one though. That's a tough one.
I think I'm taking out the Nas one. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Thank you for joining your boys. Arlie. Let's let Arlie come on in. Arlie.
Hey, y'all, hey.
You're going
I'm
double
in here
duty
reading.
today. Huh?
I know.
What you reading?
I was reading chat. I'm just reading all the comments because people are very entertaining in their chat. Somebody said you laugh like Muttley.
He does.
Mia Ryan.
You do.
You. They're talking
I'm
about
fine
they're
with
talking
that.
about y'all's list. They're talking about Tree gonna come back and cut Ryan's break line. He gonna need
Tree,
he gonna need-
Arlie, what they're saying about the list, Arlie? I hadn't been able to get in the chat today. I've been doing some other
Well,
stuff.
it's a mixed bag. Some people are saying somebody said they didn't even know some of the people on your list. It was all football, and somebody else said
There's two people on your list I didn't even remember. And
And
I can't
then-
tell you what team they played for and who drafted them.
well, Doug, just back up. That's probably why it's good because they were a bust. But then Doug,
Thank you, Arlie. Thank you very much, Arlie.
But then Doug, yours, they're saying that I think you didn't put. Did you put? You had all white people or something? I mean, not all. You had black people. Or you didn't put
Yeah,
no white
he's-
people or something.
he's
They had
slamming
feelings
brothers.
about that.
I would.
Mr.
I had,
HBCU, black man.
I had two brothers on there, but they really sucked. I couldn't overlook it.
And people
I'm
said
sorry.
y'all talking about they sucked. They played 10 years in the league. That is not a bust. I
Thank
don't know
you.
which name that was.
Thank
I
you.
No. What's his face?
think that was Jungle Brother.
What's his name? What's his face? What's the quarterback that I had? The first one that I had. Jamarcus Russell. He didn't play no 10 years in the league. He played for the Raiders for 2 years before they cut his ass. And Achilles Smith, there's no way he played in the NFL for 10 years. I'll verify that right now.
Is one of them y'all's homeboy? They said y'all didn't put y'all's homeboy in the list. Kwame Brown or somebody?
Courtney
But yeah,
Brown. No,
that's why I didn't put him on, because he's our homeboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said y'all left
I
the
just,
boy off the
I
list.
just knew you was gonna put Courtney on there. I was gonna get your ass if you did too.
Hey, man. So let's see. Achilles Smith got drafted in 99.
Sir,
2005.
still to this day, I confuse Achilles and Gino all the time.
Achilles.
Are they
Geno-
related?
Yeah, no, I don't think they're related.
So he played 3 years for the Bengals, and he was on the roster for the Packers and the Buccaneers 1 year each. And they have a little asterisk by it, so I think that means that he was signed by them, but he may have not made the team or something like that.
Right.
He
Yep.
sucked.
Yep.
Well,
Again, my players were so bad that folks didn't even remember them. I got this one hands down.
We'll see.
All right, Arlie, let's get to this chat. What you got for us
let's
today?
get to this chat, ladies and gentlemen out there in dog and poodle land. So first up,
Hey,
Reese-
Arlie,
Reese-
before you go into that,
yes.
you got any news, any announcements, anything you want to
Oh,
talk about? We haven't
let's-
had you for a week about the cruise.
I know. Let's talk about the cruise. So our deadline is vastly approaching, the 9th of this month. Today is the 7th, boys and girls. Shout out to Griff. Griff was the first one to send his stuff back. I'm gonna have to find prizes. I'm gonna keep notes. I'm gonna have to find prizes for you all when you get on the ship, so we can give you little gifts and stuff. Because Griff was on it that same day I sent out the message. Griff was like, "Here's my stuff." It's time for us to pay our next installment, ladies, dogs and poodles. So be ready. Today is the 7th. Reach out to me. I have been missing. So I'm about to go look at my messages now. There's several people who asked me while I was on vacation. I did send you information, but I have not had a chance to look back at it over the weekend. So I'm going to get on that this morning. But hey, send me a message. We can get you on this cruise. You want to be on the inaugural
Super Bowl
inaugural
party.
Stu's Cruise, because
Yeah.
it will be one of many, and you don't want to say you missed the very first one. How dare you?
Exactly.
We're gonna be on there, and we're gonna be naked. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But if that'll make you show up, come on.
Ollie, if you promise the people that you could be naked, I think we'll get a lot more people.
But I don't want to get arrested in the waters and then I have to go to somebody's jail. There's a jail on there. I am not equipped for jail.
If there's
know.
any place you can be naked, it would definitely be on the ocean someplace because there's a lot of laws that don't exist out there in the ocean.
Well, that is true, but they have a jail on the ship for ignorant acting people.
Right,
There's
that's
some new thing. They starting to stop the color. They starting to stop us from getting. They about to make some rules where we can't even go in these ships because I understand we acted a full monkey on something recently. I haven't had a chance to investigate it. I'm sure the chat has heard about it and maybe they'll tell us what happened. But
Right.
y'all not gonna have me arrested because y'all will. Doug will be the one to call the law on me. Marley is over there. Nate, that girl right there, I don't know her, but she's naked.
If it's to save you from yourself, I absolutely will.
Well, anyway, so y'all reach out to me at sme.arleywood. That's my name, ARL. Y'all make me an I. I do not have an I nowhere in my name. Nowhere. I'm a team player, ARLE. Wood, like some of y'all wake up in the morning with it, at gmail.com. You know what
All
it
right,
is.
awesome. All right, let's
All
get
right,
to
y'all,
the
let's get to it. So, loose neck, big hurt sigh. Lord, this child, name changes. 911 had to block Doug after all the fireworks complaints. Ha!
Yeah.
Thank you
to
for
your
your
big hurt.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't have believed how much fireworks were going off on this little on the trip from the beach. Actually, it was from the steakhouse to our house. It was crazy. It was unbelievable. Because we were caught in traffic. It was so many people parked on the side of the road, and we were caught in traffic. And while we were caught in traffic, down the windows, it was like a war going on, man. It was crazy.
Like, this sounds like rock. I don't like it.
Constant,
Yep.
right.
Crazy. Shout out to you, Why Not 2403.
Thank you, Why Not 2403.
Thank you
Thank
for
you, man.
that. I'm paying my dues this week because I was in Vegas. Oh, did you win big in Vegas
Hopefully.
last week? None of my comments got posted. Hope it wasn't because I lost my dues gambling.
Oh man, nah.
No.
Never that. You show love every week. We appreciate you, Why Not?
Thank you, Why Not?
2403.
And Why Not will be with us on the cruise.
Yeah.
Woo! I hope
That's
you
what's
said you lost your dues, man. But no, I wasn't here last week either, so I don't know what happened. And it was only one day last week. Why not? So we have to investigate that. But anyway, thank you for this morning.
Thank you,
We
Why Not?
appreciate you.
Appreciate you, player.
I'm trying to get to the
Why
not again?
While I'm thinking about it, man, we forgot about KG. We forgot about KG,
No,
and
Kevin Garnett could have. Yeah, Kevin Garnett would have been good. He's a good
and a wild card. We forgot about Jim Rice. You may not remember Jim Rice. Played outfield for the Boston Red Sox. He's from like Spartanburg or something like that.
Wait a minute, you calling KG a bust?
No.
The dunk for KG and Jim Rice for
I was like,
the top 5 bus. Yeah.
No, I didn't say bust. I said bust. I'm sorry.
No, I'm asking. I was trying to figure
No,
out.
I meant to say that you may not remember him because he's older than you. Like he didn't when you were very young. He was leaving majors.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Great, Ollie.
You don't remember Jim Rice, do you?
I remember the name, but again, I don't think he would make anybody's list. That's
Jim Rice might be a Hall of Famer. Go ahead, Ollie. Let me verify that.
So then why would he make the list for top 5 busts? What am I missing?
No, we were talking about the top athletes from the state of South Carolina.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know what you were talking about, man. You didn't say anything.
You just said KG and
I said KG and Jim Rice. We were talking. Never mind.
I thought you were about the dunking for KG. My bad.
Yeah, no problem.
You did not say what you were talking about. You just
did not. You
started
just started
talking.
saying names.
Right.
Let me say this. Tree probably tells him what to say. She be sending him texts over there. That's why he don't be listening. The rest
That's
of us,
true.
she be
You're
texting
right,
him. He don't have nobody to direct him this morning.
Yeah, man. Jim Rice is a Hall of Famer, baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Well,
And
I know who Jim Rice is, man. But again, you did not say why you were saying that. You just said, "Hey, we forgot about KG and Jim Rice," and I was like, "For what?"
I don't think, and he's not from Spartanburg. He's actually from Anderson, which is a little bit before you get to Spartanburg, going up
Why
85.
not 24-3 says, I had a tip for the Verb cartoon from the good old days. Shouts
For the
out.
verb, that's what's happening. He's giving that's his tip for that. Like that's
Dig
his
it.
9/11. Thank you.
I posted the bill when your boy Trump got his big, beautiful, quote unquote, big, beautiful bill. It reminded me of the bill. Remember, I'm just a bill. Yes,
And I'm only a bill.
Yep.
And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Y'all, that's how we learned a lot about them.
Absolutely.
They had a good ones. And I want to just say, I think somebody called it the BBL, Big Beautiful Lie, the BBL.
Big Beautiful
Anyway, thank you, Frederick Anderson.
Thank you, Frederick.
Missed you guys last week, but we missed you, Frederick
We
Anderson.
missed you, Frederick.
Thank you
We
so
missed you,
much.
man. Thank you,
share
man.
button, bro.
Muchas and gracias. Loose next side probably got some big hurt. JJ Evans was the Diddy sketch artist. That's how I felt.
It
Lord,
looked just like that
That's
cat.
true. That's
It
a
looked
good
like
point.
JJ's work. It was really
Right.
good.
Right.
that was ridiculous. Oh my God. It was ridiculous. Whoever did the sketching just, wow, Jesus, why? Loose neck again. When Monica and Brandon sing The Boy Is Mine, I don't sing that part. And we're glad to know that,
Right.
Loose neck. Don't sing that part. Don't.
Exactly.
It's okay though. It's okay.
Yeah.
You just singing a little song. Next up, trying to get shout out to you, Shedrick Moore, and
My
your
man,
son.
Cedric. My
Big
man.
shout out to my son Jaden, who placed in the top 100 nationally for graphic design.
Top 10.
at the
Top
F-
10. Top
Tech-
10.
10. Check me.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Top
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stop.
love
No,
this.
12.
I love this man.
Good job, Shedrick. Good job.
SBLA Future Business Leaders of America competition in Cali. First top 10 national winner in the school's history.
Congratulations, Shedrick. Congratulations.
I always like to tell his story. But you know, he's the historian for Berkeley High School that puts
Yes.
together the videotapes, right?
Yes.
His son's probably just learning from him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Dad's got it together. We appreciate you, Shed.
Yeah.
Yes.
that's dope.
I meant to give him a call while I was home this weekend. You know, I don't get to visit as many friends and hang out in them streets when I'm with the family down at the crib. So everybody that I missed, Shedrick's one of those people, man. Sorry I missed you. I'll try to catch you next time, Shed.
He got you. Loose neck, big hurt side. Once again, thank you, Big Nick. Thank you, Loose neck. Harley definitely don't have jet lag. She talking fast this morning. I was trying to get through a lot of stuff. I apologize. And I don't talk slow anyway. So yeah, and the jet lag has opposited me. I am struggling to sleep. Oh my God, it's terrible. It's the worst ever.
Did you read the last one?
Yes, I read it. That was
Okay,
Loose neck side said my jet lag. I'm talking too
Okay,
fast.
gotcha. It's all good.
Big neck.
And thank y'all for all the super chat, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank
Loose
you.
neck side again. Anthony Bennett Cavs 2013 pick, #1 pick.
The reason
Bennett.
I mean, he was a bust. Very, very short career, but I didn't think people would remember his name. That's why I didn't put him on my list. I don't think people remember he was so insignificant that nobody even remembers him. So
Right.
at least I tried to find people that were bust, but you would remember them. Everybody
Right.
gonna remember Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, black on black crime. I think you're
Yeah.
gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
Sean Mims, shout out to you this morning. Good morning to you. Hurts been to 2 Super Bowls. Daniels will have a second season slump. Y'all's Falcons still losing 28-3. Shut it.
Mm.
I was all happy about you, Sean Sims. Now I'm taking it back.
It's
We're
not
not.
my Falcons either. It's not my Falcons.
don't care,
I don't think Daniels is going to have a sophomore slump. I think he'll play through it. We appreciate you, Sean.
Ryan, don't be talking junk about the Falcons and go on somewhere with all that.
And screw the Falcons.
You not screw the Falcons. Jungle Brother, shout out to you. Support black quarterbacks and farmers. Yes, support black farmers. My daddy is a
right.
black farmer.
Yes.
Oh, my
Shout out to you,
God.
Jungle Brother. Yep.
I have a
Support
funny
black
story.
quarterbacks. Don't put them on the list that say they suck. Support black quarterbacks.
Yeah,
He
there's no other
said
words to describe Jamarcus Russell and Achilles Smith. They
It was
suck.
the Raiders. It was the Raiders.
It sucked.
I'm a black farmer. I'm listed with the United States Department of Ag as a farmer. Now I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah?
I'm doing. I didn't kill. Yes, I am. I didn't kill some plants on my
What
thing.
crops your daddy grow?
Oh, right now we have some bomb tomatoes. All those tomatoes so good. He's eating tomato sandwiches all while we were gone. Everybody saw it on Facebook. They're like,
So wait a minute, Arlie. Let me ask you a question. Does he have a garden or
No, baby,
does he
we got
have a farm?
A
Farm.
farm. That's
Okay.
a farm. We have the good, so we grow things in season because we're organic. And so right now we have cucumbers, tomatoes, some peas, greens and stuff are not out there. That's a fall harvest. Just so all of y'all eating collard greens in the summer.
So wait a
But,
minute. Did you have to wake up at like 5 a.m. and go in the fields?
No,
Oh, no.
my dad retired and decided to get a farm. I'm not sure why he did
Oh,
that.
okay.
But We
Okay.
would get up very early to get ready to go to do farmers markets, and that would require me to go there at 5 o'clock and help like package stuff and get things ready for these
Yeah.
things. I don't like it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's
I
a
do
lot of
not
work.
like it.
Farmers deal with a lot, man.
Oh, and it's
It's a
hot.
lot.
Y'all, it's
It's a
hot.
lot.
Yeah.
Daddy had me out there the other day doing something. It wasn't even far. I thought I was gonna die. He had me trying to drive the tractor. Oh Lord Jesus. I'm about to tell up something. He be fussing all the time. Anyway, she's like, she'll like it too, Big Hurt. Who is she?
It's the
I know what you're talking about,
commercial.
Lucy.
It's the
So
commercial
he's
with
referring to the
Oh.
commercial with
Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas.
yeah.
Okay, the Big Hurt. That's what he's talking about. I got to catch up. I'm gonna
Super
get caught
Chat's
up.
doing your thing on this Monday. We appreciate y'all.
Yes,
man. Thank you very
thank you.
And
much.
listen, we don't even go hard with the super chat and the donations on Monday, but we thank you.
Thank y'all.
But,
Thank
but
y'all.
come back Thursday. We're gonna be asking for the choir to sing a couple songs.
Shout out to Carrie Portis. Thank you so much for your donation. And yes, you're right. Prayers to the families in Kerrville, Texas, who are going through drastic floods this past weekend. They're
That's
up. I
crazy,
think the
man.
numbers are up to like 70.
So,
That's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
There's a camp where there's a bunch of girls at a sleepaway camp. And man, they can't find like 23, 25 of the girls.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just
It's
they
unbelievable.
can't find those people's kids.
It's unbelievable, man.
Y'all please pray for them, man.
Oh no, it's
Golly.
confirmed a lot of deaths, man.
It's bad, man.
A lot of kids passed away, man. That's crazy.
So me and Uncle Donnie was we were grilling Saturday at the house. Donnie said, "Hey man, you know the situation in Texas is so bad, and whenever I hear about something bad in Texas, I say it's because of how they held them slaves up for a little extra time
yeah.
when everybody was free. It's oh man, y'all pray for the folks in Texas.
It could be, or how just evil they tend to be on. I mean, it's so much, Lord. It's so much going on. You got to be protected on all fronts. Y'all better be
Yeah.
praying out there. Those who believe in whatever you believe in.
Super chatters, thank you very much. You came hard today. We appreciate it.
We appreciate
Pause.
you all so much.
Pause. We're coming hard. Pause.
Yeah,
All right, go
don't
ahead,
come
Ollie.
hard. So
Unless it's been a
shout out to All Day McClay. What's good, Stews? Put the show on the road and come back to the D. Ryan, trust y'all would get mad support.
It's funny. It's funny you say that.
It's funny you say that.
We got some things cooking. Just stay tuned. We got
Funny
some
you
Let
say
them
things
cook.
cooking. Yeah.
The Stews in the building. Let them cook. Okay. That was my Glorilla pasta thing. Okay, sorry. Loose neck side. Ryan looks like that uncle that just discovered how to take selfies. He's talking about with you in the selfies at your home.
Oh gosh. Yes. Yes.
That's how he do it.
Everybody's eyes are squinted because of course it's best to get in the sun to take the pictures. So yeah, I had a blast over the break. The older I get, the more I love spending time with the family and spending
So
time with family I
fun.
hadn't seen in a while. So yes, I had a great time.
I was out there in the Mississippi with the crickets cricketing and the wind blowing. Oh my God, it was the best.
I feel some type of way about these nephews in the 9th and 10th grade already taller than their Uncle Doug. I feel some type of way about that, man.
And
They're taller than their daddy.
Morgan will be taller than you in like a week and a half too. It's not gonna take long. She'll be taller than you before the summer's over.
Shut up, you big ass head. Go ahead, Ollie. Go ahead. You always have to take it to the next level.
He's
Morgan's gonna be taller than you the next week.
Yeah, she's in the 5th grade, and before she gets to the 6th grade, she'll be taller than Uncle Doug.
He's a line stepper. Word him up. I'm giving him a song. The puffy freak offs will continue back up in a few days. Julius 35C, I do not agree with that. I think that my personal
He gonna do what they call hang low.
no, I think it's gonna be like the he has a many, I think they said 70 civil lawsuits pending. He gonna be in court just like oh Lord, your boy with the big, you said he had a big old head and he was famous and
OJ.
OJ, yes.
Yeah.
Who I couldn't come with that. Jesus. But OJ stayed in court. They just kept him in court
Yeah.
after that. They kept
He's definitely gonna be under a magnifying glass, and he can't make a mistake. You're right. When OJ was free, he was free.
and they
He
kept
just couldn't-
at him.
They
He
kept
couldn't.
behind him, and they finally got him on something.
Adrian Williams, you are so right. The lady getting baby oil poured on her after the verdict took ignorance to a whole new level.
Oh, that was
And y'all-
ignorant. That was ignorant as hell. For real.
Ignorant, not even ignorance with all the letters. But
Ignorant.
Ignorant. And I want to say, they said that when Diddy got back, they were clapping for him because
Wow.
the prisoners, when he went back in, because they were like, nobody's ever beat federal charges. They were just excited. They'll never get out. I thought it would be the opposite, because we some hating folks. Man, you did that. You should have been hating. Whatever.
Right.
Till dog 12. So for all those passport bros, their activity is illegal. How about if I flew Arlie out? I can go to jail. I hope not, Lord, because we both.
Well, I
be in
think
trouble.
you have to add the other part is he paid the dude's money, so that made it like soliciting a prostitute or
But I
pimping
wonder
out.
if he had just paid her, because he was paying her. I wonder. I need to really think about that.
He didn't pay the girls.
Well,
He
he
paid
didn't.
the guys. He paid the
He
guys.
took
that
care
came
of
in
the
and-
girl, so he took care of them. So technically, he paid. He didn't pay them for that act, but he was like the girl. He was paying the $10,000 still a month for her rent. I wonder
Oh
if they got
yeah,
cut off.
true.
I wonder if they got cut off. That's a whole lot,
Was it a nice crib? 10 grand a month? Gracious peace.
baby.
You talking about New York
I'm in
City,
the-
man?
I'm in the
6
wrong
grand a month.
profession.
That's
I'm
cool.
over here telling people entertainment news. I need to be doing some other things. Jesus.
Don't worry,
Jesus.
we got you, Ollie. It's coming.
Text messages and voice save my child custody case. Jason Washington. Yeah, sometimes you gotta hold on to some things.
Well, and like I said earlier, a lot of people, I posted that in the group, and a lot of people are like, Doug, it never can be deleted from the server. That being said, though, right? Would they have gone through the links, or would they have been able to get it?
Would they have? Well, they can get it, but would they have pulled it up to show his innocence? No, they're trying to convict him.
Right.
They weren't going to do him no favors. He needed to provide his own receipts
And
to
this
get
thing
those
is
favors.
this thing is so clandestine and backroom deals being made. What about if the authorities called the server of whoever the telephone company he has and say, we need y'all to delete anything that has to do with Puffy in your system
If you don't have your
with
own
Sean
stuff.
Combs,
I mean, I thought I keep messages not because I have a hoarding problem, I think, with stuff, because I'm such a memory person. I want to keep all the memories, but that backfired on me. Somebody got into my phone one time. Oh, Jesus, child, it's a nightmare. So I be deleting everything now. I just won't have no proof. Marcus Messiah, shout out to you. Maybe the New York DA should focus on Trump and Barr unaliving Epstein and Pam Bondi covering it up last night, now that Diddy's trial is over. Yes, let's get back to the business of convicting our felon, whatever he is, 40 Wig. I call him Wig because this other dude calls him Wig, and it's funny to me. Rollo.
One
Go
quick
ahead.
thing, Baby Stu just hit me up. Camp Mystic, an all-girls summer camp along with the Guadalupe River. A camp along the Guadalupe River confirms 27 campers and counselors died following catastrophic Texas flooding. That's
Man, you can't send your
Children.
you can't send your-
Unimaginable.
you
Let me
can't
tell
send your
y'all.
kids to a summer camp and get it's just I just can't
that's
imagine.
so unbelievable, man.
That's
I have
just-
gone to so many funerals lately of people who have lost their children. I don't understand that. And when I had my event last November, it just reminds me of how I don't know what you're supposed to do next. Like, what are you supposed to do next? Oh my God.
So really, this is so secondary. I hate to even bring it up, but they're going to start digging into did Trump and his administration cutting all of these ties with FEMA and all of these alert systems. Did it have something to do? Because all of the interviews that I've been watching saying that they didn't hear any
They didn't
alerts.
get no alerts.
They didn't get any alerts. Now this
Trump-
happened early in the morning when everybody was sleeping. So, but
You would've heard it.
still.
Well, that's also, let's think about how he said that the weather, whatever he called, lied. People would have come to my birthday party had they not said it was supposed to rain, which is not true. People weren't coming no way. But he has cut it, because I was looking at the weather. It was he's just doing so much stuff that y'all just, Jesus. Some days I can't even talk about it, because if I do, I'll just cry, because I can't imagine you talking about you're a Christian and
that
ain't
sad.
nowhere in our Bible
All
that
it-
says
it's-
do what you're doing.
It's
Nowhere in the
that
Bible.
sad. It's that sad. If you think about it, it can make you come to tears. It's so sad.
Oh my!
They're
it's
trying to take us.
unbelievable.
It's crazy. And that probably does have something to do with it. If you cut services, when you start to cut services, it's just like my friends who work in the school system. You cut services.
It's a domino effect down too.
Yes.
Because somebody here is
Boy.
not doing their job, somebody here can't do their job. Then somebody the third tier person can't do their job because of what's going on in tier 2 and tier 1. So
Water does not roll uphill. It
Yeah,
rolls
exactly.
downhill. The problem, the
Exactly.
flooding, when it happens, is coming down this hill. Avalanche is like we just about to see it all. Anyway, Rollo Lawson, aka Rita Lawson's son, Mike Brown is the Doug Stewart of the NBA, a cranky ON who don't like these YNs or like everything old.
Yeah, man. I do like everything old. These young ninjas need to pull their damn pants up. Yeah,
I
you're
I
right.
agree with you on
You're
that.
right.
And these,
You're
what do
right.
we call young girls? Are they YNs too? Because
YGs.
they need to. Why these YGs need to take them damn bonnets off, girl? If you don't put in your
Right.
pajamas
There's
outside
so
this
many
house,
bonnets
The
down
Y-
in South Carolina out in public. It's crazy.
The YGs wearing bonnets to the grocery store and their pajamas. Yeah. The YNs got Hellcats driving 150 miles per hour on the highway, endangering the lives of other ninjas. Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'll
themselves.
be that. I'll be that.
I beat it. Maurice Bird, Ewing had. That's when y'all suggest. One of y'all suggested that Ewing could have been the head coach for this new job, and Ewing had an atrocious record at Georgetown.
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't that he was trying to highlight Patrick Ewing. He was just trying to highlight the fact that there's other former players
Thank you, sir.
that could be afforded opportunities to be a head coach in the league that they once played in. That's all.
Yep.
You know what you're gonna get out of Mike Brown. He's solid, I guess. He was coach of the year at least once. I think somebody said he
Yep.
was coach of the
Maybe
year
twice.
twice, but
Maybe twice.
he's just inspiring.
Don't make you do nothing. Loose neck. Knicks tried to hire everybody. They even called Keith Anderson, Thelma husband, on Good Times to see how his knee was doing. They didn't care. He played football.
Hey, see, there, you're wrong for that. That man actually died in real life. The actor
He
that
did.
played Keith on Good Times, he actually died a couple months ago. I can tell you.
Yeah, he did. I can't think of his name, but he was really talented. He was funny. Till Dog 12. Let's not forget Diddy filed a lawsuit against that beverage company, and almost immediately Cassie
Yeah.
comes up with her lawsuit, and
The-
all hell broke out after that. Interesting
It was
timeline of events.
Diageo. Diageo. was the beverage
Diageo.
company.
Yep.
Yep.
And now y'all saw Diageo's in trouble themselves. So it's just
No,
a
what are they in
circumstance.
trouble for?
Something with Casamigo, wasn't it?
Two of their liquor lines, Casamiga, and I can't think of the other one right now. Somebody will probably put it in the chat. They say that they have false advertising. They're lying about the tequila and the agave in their mix or whatever. And so restaurants are actually suing them. It's not just a bunch of people.
Did we ever mention Diageo when we were doing the Crown Royal deal?
Yes.
Or did we always just talk about Crown Royal?
We talk about Diageo quite often.
So yeah, Diageo, our
They've got hundreds of brands.
the
Right.
biggest deal by far that we had when we were on terrestrial radio was with the Crown Royal, distributed by Diageo. So
All right.
we know the folks at Diageo
Very
very well.
Nice. Fly Tie, man, them tickets $700 for floor seats here in Virginia. Hell no. I think he's talking about the Brandy,
Yes.
the boy is mine.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not gonna get to see them then.
So the guy's name is Ben Powers that played Keith on Good Times.
Shout out to him.
He died. No, he died. He's been gone. He died April in 2015.
You let somebody live that long? What?
God damn, I didn't know
A
Keith was
decade.
gone that long. Shit.
He let him go a whole decade and live. He's been gone.
Damn.
Lord.
My
Till
bad.
Dog 12. This is in reference to, I think, Ryan's young people on the phones and not playing outside. We were made to go outside and do something productive. These parents today, not so much.
Mm-mm.
You know, we're like, hey, sit over there. We don't feel like, and when you have kids and you see, that's why people should have kids younger, because you got more energy. When you get our age and you trying to manage some little children, they got all this.
I'm just
Do
happy.
the
That,
best you can.
I'm happy they're being quiet and they're sitting down someplace. Y'all
Right,
go
just
ahead.
sit down. Sit
Chasing
down
y'all
before you get a
around.
whooping. Get your ass bust. Anyway, loose neck. The Knicks tried to hire everyone else, then looked at Mike Brown and said, he'll nickel down.
Nobody was going to take that job, man. No one reputable was going to take that job.
Yeah,
that
but
has
it's the
a job.
Mecca. It's one of the biggest profile teams in the NBA, not just in the NBA, but sports.
Right.
Why don't nobody want the New York Knicks job?
Because the owner just fired someone that had a great season. I'm not leaving my job to come there so you can fire me a
They
year
have some
later.
foolishness.
Are you crazy?
Y'all just a mess.
Are you
And
crazy?
y'all not gonna do anything in the playoffs next year.
And it's
Y'all
funny.
it's probably gonna be another 25
Well,
years.
we'll
before
have
y'all
a
win
chance
ring.
because the East is beat up with injuries. We'll have a chance. We got
It's
one of the
funny.
stronger teams.
How did y'all, as brothers, end up with one loves the Lakers way on this coast and one loves New York way on that coast? That is really cute.
I have
Or
a
not?
tie. I have a tie to all of my favorite teams. Doug's a bandwagon fan.
I have a tie to all my teams too. And I really don't have a team in baseball. Well, I guess I kind of root for the Yankees growing up.
Another one. What I tell you?
But
Every team that's good, he's on that bandwagon.
I root for the Braves ever since I've been in Atlanta.
Okay,
Go
very
Braves.
good. Suck right
Football,
now.
it's crazy. I played football my whole life, but I never really had a football
You
team
adopted the
until
Ravens
I
like
came
2
to
decades
Atlanta.
ago.
I came to Atlanta. I'm a Falcons fan.
So Ron, you don't know what you're talking about.
And
He
I became a Lakers fan because Showtime. I became a Laker fan like 82, 83 before Magic even got there.
I got receipts with him saying he's a Raiders fan, but we're not going to go there. It's okay.
Yeah, I started to root for the Raiders, and I just I can't get with it.
Okay.
Right, he don't know. I2Q7. He be looking like Ricky Smiley's little Daryl character. I think that's in reference to the new coach. They say you killed his look, right?
Mike
Like
Brown.
you had
Yeah.
it. Mike
Yeah.
Brown.
Oh, yeah. He got this dumbfounded look like he just trying to figure it out.
Yep. Teal Dog 12. Georgetown is the Miami of college basketball. They recruited a lot of hardcore ninjas back in the day, but the university won't allow that these days.
So that's what's going on. That's what happened in Georgetown.
They used to get them hard boys come in and
Yeah.
throw some bowls.
What was the dude that played center for them that had the ball head?
And that's
He
a
was
very
a menace.
prestigious educational institution as well. So I'm sure it's not the easiest place to get in to just sign players.
Right. They find a way or make one, though, like Clark's motto says, find a way or make one. Marcus Messiah. If it snows in LA before the game, Aiden will not be available.
There was a game. He was with Denver at some point in time? Anyway, he didn't show up to one of his games because he said the weather was bad and there was ice on the road.
He was with Portland and Phoenix, man. That's it. The young man just needs a new lease on life, and we're going to give it to him in La La Land. That's all he needs.
That's right. Sometimes it's just it's who you match with. Sometimes you could be a great girlfriend with one person, and then you get to the next person, you act a full monkey. It's the people that you're connected to. So he might do a great job there.
Exactly.
SDB_ATL. Doug missed his boo. He missed a boo.
Who's my boo?
He wasted the whole segment trying to find that top five. Oh yeah, he missed his boo.
Treehouse music. I hope Doug ain't bleaching. Marcus Messiah again. I hope Doug ain't bleaching. That Sammy Sosa skincare is dangerous.
Nah, we happy to.
It might be too much light.
We happy to be us.
Let's see.
Teal Dog 12. I mean Black Diamond. Teal Dog. I got into it with. So we're talking when I was talking about friends. Black Diamond says she got into it with the lady at the airport security line in Paris. My people just told me to walk away because they couldn't get me out of jail over there.
Yeah, don't mess with people over there. Yep.
I was over there like sugar on sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't stay over here. I don't. My language skills are not that good. All I got is s'il vous plaît. I'm hollering por favor. They looking at me like, ma'am, do you speak? They speak the Spanish. I'm like, no. English. Wait a minute. Let's start over.
These apps on these phones can help you with the translations a whole lot better than they were in the past.
Yeah, you say that. Mine
You go
in the
to
middle
jail.
of somewhere.
You go to jail over there, you're gonna be this will be 2 weeks before you even get to speak to a lawyer.
Oh
gosh.
2 weeks, maybe 2 months.
Maybe they might not let you speak to nobody if you don't figure out. And they get offended when you try to speak their language, but then they're offended when you don't try to speak their language. You're like, God, dog, I don't know how to win over here. Marcus Messiah, Diddy's vote or die campaign for Obama scared a lot of the mayonnaise community. That is very true because we were listening to him and doing what he wanted.
Vote or die, no question.
We were doing that. Yep. Julius 35C. Good morning. Puffy did the vote or die in 2004 for the Bush versus Kerry election. I couldn't remember which one it was for. Thanks for that, Julius. Now, this is a word I use. Have y'all heard the word sexolate?
Sex slave.
Sexolate. Sexolate. So it's in the song. Woo, shake your pants. It's a cameo. Sexolate. So I said it today, and Loose Neck was like, oh my God, I'm using it. I was like, I have to give credit to Cameo. I did not create that word. So I always say, when you want to sexolate somebody, they're like, where you get that from? I just wanted to let you all know that because
I remember it now that you say that. I remember sexolate.
Sexolate. He made that word up. Just Shani. She was running down a hotel hallway. No telling how many times she was running with no cameras. So I ain't with the capping for Diddy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to watch, and I think that many people have said the judge sees that.
Well, once again, he wasn't on trial for beating Cassie.
That's true.
Not only was he not on trial for beating Cassie, he gave her $30 million. to be quiet about it.
Yeah. I do.
Doesn't mean he's not an asshole. Doesn't mean I wouldn't want the Mickey Ficky dating one of my daughters.
No.
But you have to talk about the facts of the case. And
And
the jury clearly like this is some bullshit.
Right.
But
That part that y'all coming, y'all overcharged. Absolutely.
Yes.
And you think about a lot of, I mean, I can't even get into it because I'm gonna turn into something else. Anyway, shout out to Andre Alexander. I love Doug and Ryan. I just wish them two mofos would do this like 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. They would get more views. Honey, one day we're gonna do it all night long.
We're gonna do a late night show.
We get a ton of people watch the replay. But we tried doing it at the beginning at night, and this is a little bit better.
Parts.
Yeah, this is a little bit better for us.
It's easier for us as a group to get together collectively early versus collectively late.
Right.
But thank you for those who are live watching us right now. The 137 people that are out there looking at what we're doing. Thank you.
And that's just on YouTube.
Yes.
But we have a ton of people watch on the Facebook live stream as well. We're on TikTok live stream as well. It just doesn't show up on our monitors here.
Yep. We thank y'all for being there. We thank you for sharing, liking, commenting, and tell your friends. Come listen to some good stuff on Mondays and Thursday mornings. One day, every single day. Rollo Lawson, aka Rita Lawson's son, he got a lot to say today. Damn, Doug, unprepared like a pimp on trial. That's when you couldn't put up that.
I couldn't find the meme.
Y'all vote for
Trey
your
had to put it up
last
for you.
few on today's top five. We appreciate you.
Vote for me. Ryan's got two people you don't even remember who they played for.
Doug's doing black on black crime, hating on brothers. Vote for your boy.
Jamarcus Russell sucked for real.
It was the Raiders.
I
It
couldn't
wasn't
avoid it.
Jamarcus. It was the Raiders.
I couldn't
Courtney
avoid it.
Williams. Nah, Arlie, you didn't believe Ryan at first. Not until it happened to you that you believed. And that's not true. I did believe that Tree and Doug were a cheating group of people. But I was trying to tell Ryan to just calm down and explain it to the people in the way they could hear it. He was yelling. That's all. I believed it. And then it happened to me.
Arlie.
He called me after that show and
Arlie.
was like, I
Arlie,
wasn't
listen.
disagreeing with you. I was just letting you
How
know
about
that
this?
you were so loud and obnoxious that no one could hear what you were saying.
Arlie, let
I
me
was
say
trying to
this.
help him.
I was heated that day.
Arlie, let me say this.
Yes.
I would put my hand on a stack of Bibles
Don't do that.
live on air that me and
do that.
Tree have never corroborated to cheat y'all on nothing. Strike me down in this chair.
All the
I'll
time.
do it
it's
I'll do it
too-
live on the show.
Okay. But you did, for
I did
a
what?
fact, take it and say, Arlie, you lost. And now we're putting it on Ryan's
I was
list as a
joking.
loss.
I was
Y'all
joking.
wasn't joking. That-
Arlie,
that
we
ish
were
was there.
joking. We didn't
Arlie,
do that. We
it
didn't
was
do
Y'all
that.
did do it.
We were
Arlie,
joking. That was
it was-
radio.
It was also a joke when they changed the graphic on the live
Right.
podcast, right?
It was
a
also
joke.
a joke when they
Yeah.
put my list. Yeah, whatever. My list
The
was
people
better.
see you, man. The people can't see something and
Go ahead,
unsee it.
Go ahead, Arlie.
Go ahead, Ollie. Finish up. You're finishing strong. You're doing great.
Just shiny Tree overseas drunk trying to send Doug his list. That's why he couldn't get it up. Get it up. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't
I
sing
can
for
get it up.
everyone. Okay, boo. Jungle Brother, Doug doesn't have a list. He's texting Tree to give him one right
Yep.
now. That is right.
Yep,
We
that's
know.
exactly
We
right.
know.
Y'all vote for your boy. We got to suppress the man and how they've been suppressing us. Vote for your boy.
Platinum Boy NTV. Doug, turn that bright A light off so you can see. That's what he said, Doug.
I can
We
see.
just
No,
saying.
I
it,
can
it
see
needs
just
to look
fine.
right.
JY3 say Ryan got him shook. Whoa,
Thank you,
Corbin.
JY3. Vote for
Come
your
on.
boy, JY.
Corbin.
And
You
your
don't have
friends will
nobody.
vote for me too.
You don't have nobody shook.
Big John B. I
I'm
used to
gonna
kick it with Achilles.
start calling you Propaganda Peter. Because you used to be throwing around propaganda.
I know we were like, that's a long name. Prop P.
Propaganda Paul. Peter is longer. You're right. Let's just say Paul. Propaganda Paul.
It's the difference of a letter. Go ahead, Ollie.
Right. Big John B. I used to kick it with Achilles and Cincy. That cat was too busy chasing cat. LOL.
That's part of my problem
Where-
with my career.
That's why he sucked. He wasn't in
I
that
chased
playbook.
the cat. It wasn't nothing. But Julius 35C. I don't think a player can be a bust.
all Black America was rooting for Achilles Smith. Back when he got drafted, that's probably 30 years ago.
I can't believe the black on black crime on your list, man.
Man, but he
We
sucked.
we do it to each other, man. It's sad. Go ahead, Ollie. I'm sorry.
I
Yeah,
don't think the player
so-
can be a bust if they play.
So says the president of the Caitlin Clark fan club.
Oh my. Let's not
So
go
says
there.
the president of the Caitlin Clark fan club.
Go ahead, Ollie.
Bosworth, thank you, Microwave. Bosworth definitely sucked once Bo ran through him like wet tissue.
Bosworth was terrible.
The
One of the
man,
worst players
the
ever get
man
drafted.
did not suck.
Yeah,
He got ran
sucked.
over. You remember
Yeah.
one play from a video? He started probably for 10 years in the league. Let me look
Right.
it up. Go ahead, Ollie.
Look
Yeah,
it
he
up.
sucked.
Richard Bosworth says, hit the like button. It's free. Guys, hit it. It's free.
Please.
All the
Thank you.
stews and stews out there.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you,
Thank you,
Richard.
Richard. Fly tie. Man, y'all missed the biggest SC star, Asia Wilson.
Yeah, I forgot about Asia. Yeah, she's a South Carolinian.
Oh, man. Boz only played 2 years.
I know how long he played. You the one that said he played 10 years. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I was wrong on that.
Yeah, you've been wrong on everything you mentioned today about my list.
But you know what?
Hater.
He probably left football. I think he left. Now that I think about it,
And went
he
to
left
WWE.
football. He retired from football early because he wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
He's done a bunch of movies.
He
The
retired
Boz was
because
a
he
shit in college.
sucked. He retired
Boz
because he
didn't suck.
sucked.
He
He's a
didn't suck.
terrible football player.
He didn't suck.
Loose Neck, I guess when y'all were talking about the different state athletes, he said Earl Campbell, Eric Dickerson, or Ricky Williams in the running back room here in Texas just to start.
Yeah, Texas is such a big state. They got
Oh,
a lot
They
to
need to
choose
s-
from.
Need to section theirs off. June B77, thank you so much for your love this morning. What do you guys think about the NCAA stripping the transgender of all her records and titles?
You
I
goddamn
have
right.
not looked
Shouldn't
at
have got him.
She shouldn't have been in there. He or what she that person shouldn't have been in there.
Be careful, that person, right?
Yeah, that's
You said
why.
it,
That's
person.
why I'm trying to
I
say.
feel like they're gonna, no matter what we say, we're gonna be wrong because that group of people, the alphabet community, they are serious, boy, and they be mad at you.
How can they be mad that people are mad a dude is competing against girls?
I agree.
Nobody's saying nothing to indict them. We're not saying they're bad people or they're going to hell or something like that for their lifestyle. It's just not. It's common sense.
And I'm gonna say this: somebody probably gonna be mad at me, but just because I feel like a rich, wealthy woman today doesn't mean it's the truth. So I'm gonna need y'all not to feel. Well, he feels like a woman inside, so he should be able to run against the women. No, he still has male parts.
He got
Y'all-
testosterone and all of that stuff.
Real quick, Ollie, did you hear about the group ski trip?
No,
It went downhill fast.
I knew when you first asked it was something. I was like, it's something. I don't know what it is, but it's something. Shout out to everybody out there in Stu Nation for supporting us this morning and coming through and listening and chatting. Yes, I do have jet lag, loose neck, but I just can't seem to get to sleep. I'm trying to figure out. I might have to see if Ryan can meet me on the expressway and give me some medicine.
Hey, Ollie, I got medicine for you. Hey, Ollie, why is it hard?
Oh, I don't know, but I won't.
Basketball players.
Say
Why is
again
it
now.
hard? Why is
Tree's
it
not
hard?
here. That was in honor of Tree. That was in honor of Tree, everybody. You needed a Tree moment. Go ahead.
Why is it hard to eat near basketball players?
Why is it hard to eat a basketball player?
Why is it hard to eat near basketball players?
Oh, I was like, I don't want to eat one. Wait a minute.
Because they dribble all the time. Get it? Dribble.
Oh.
Hey, Ollie, let's get out here.
Oh Lord! Shout out to everybody.
I've had the music playing in the background for a couple minutes.
I know that means well, bye. You the one sitting there with Champ. Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all on Thursday.
Thank you,
Outstanding
Ollie.
job, Ollie. You
Thank you,
definitely
Ollie.
read better than Tree does. Outstanding job. Shouts out to Big John B. Ryan, I almost sent you some CC swag this weekend. That would have been great, Big John B.
Grown ass
That really would
man.
have been great.
The leader of the Caitlin Clark fan club.
Everybody in the chat, super chatters first and foremost. Thank y'all very much for your support and for
And-
your super chats. Thank
And-
you.
And you the leader of the Angel Reese hating club.
Thank you very much. That's a lie. You're making that up. And everybody else that didn't send super chat but was in the chat, we appreciate y'all communicating with us and making the right things wrong. And just thank y'all. Thank y'all. We appreciate it. Not the right things wrong, but the wrong things right. Making corrections and stuff. You know what I'm trying to say. Thank y'all. Everybody in the chat.
So is Tree coming back Thursday?
I
Or
hope
is-
not. Outstanding job, Arlie. We appreciate you, Arlie.
What'd you say?
I think she's going for the next week and a half, I think.
I don't think she's going next week and a half, man.
Outstanding job, Arlie. Entertainment Report, reading the chat, being here today. Thank you, Ollie. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Ollie. Great job today, Ollie.
Don't forget, y'all, catch her at sme.arleywood@gmail.com. Get your cabin. Get your cabin for the cruise. Cruise with the stews. Thank
Cruise
you,
with
we
the
appreciate you.
stews.
We appreciate
Hey,
you.
one more time, too. Today's show was brought to you by PlanNet and IntelliTravel. Would you like to find out more about how you can book your own hotels, cars, trips, vacations, cruises? Email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, and in the subject line, put, I'm interested, and I'm going to send you some information. All right? I'm going to send you some information on how you can do just that, all those things I just said. All right?
And to you, Doug, you're getting an A+, sir. Congratulations. Outstanding job today, producing the show, pushing the buttons, and being a part of the show. You did it well, man. Good job, sir.
It's a lot going on, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Dina.
You get an A too.
I appreciate you, man. And to
Begru-
everybody,
begrudgingly.
to everybody, the last thing I'll remind you to do is to vote for your boys' top 5. The last thing I'll say is God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love, because that's all he's showing you, nothing but love. Thank y'all.
Got some big news to share with y'all here in the next couple of days. Stay tuned. Pass the word. Hit the share button.
It's because of y'all.
Yes.
It's because of y'all.
Yes.
Thank y'all very much. We appreciate you. See y'all Thursday. Same time. Stuart Media and Entertainment. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Peace.
Peace.